Wizard
AD&D?
slash something. It has Bray's name in the name.
Wizard, Blay. Probably a wizard then.
Just one of you goofs.
First.
Wake up, come on.
Who am I? Fine, I'm Squirt.
No, Sparky.
So, I'm going to be playing Darwin. You are going to be kind of piloting Sparky.
I don't have the responsibility.
I think most of you are going to be interacting with his character sheet. And Bray's going to be just actually making the decisions. Who has Gunmar?
Gunmar is under the same account.
Yes.
I have Gunmar up, so I could also play him as a...
Okay.
I play a paladin.
Okay.
So...
Paladin? No.
My paladin that you play as started at a higher level than he currently is.
Very true. Alright, so...
He put something in the Discord for what he wants to do.
He has, he's going to put 10 points of lay on hands onto him, and he also is going to, he has a free casting of Cure Wounds, which I'm also going to just do on him as well.
Also cursed, I love it.
They're less cursed.
They're less cursed than the GDEX gremlin.
The GDEX Gremlin is just cursed by itself.
Do you have the show?
I don't have
No.
The Dino
I
Dice.
have dino
Yo.
This one, it's an adorable little nugget.
They're always easier to see in the D6 because obviously.
It's like a gummy bear and a dinosaur had a baby.
With that,
Okay, cool.
weigh it down on one
It's
side.
still-
I mean, like in the dinosaur. What
Sparky is at
I roll terribly.
12 health.
Anyway.
12. As Gunmar, I'm going to use my other 10 points of lay on hands onto him.
6.
Don't use all 10 in case someone gets knocked out.
It's remarkably readable.
9. You know what? No, I'm going to make it 8, so he has 2. And
He
Sparky...
said he was gonna dump 10 into himself.
Yep,
20.
and he's got 20, so 8 into Sparky, 10 into himself, he's got 2 left over.
Oh crap, we should leave.
Solid play.
I'm going to...
This is the biggest freaking medium mini.
The rabbit's pretty big.
Please don't use the rabbit.
The corpse comes back up.
I kind of want to get this. Maybe not a bunny, maybe like a.
We went to a bait and take.
You
That was
know.
the mini. I
Okay.
broke mine.
No!
You did?
You
Those
did?
orders.
You were there!
That was just the bottom popping off. I thought you like broke it, you meant.
Well, that happened to that guy as well, which is why I needed Adam's file and superglue. I had to redo him. Alright, so the way this is going to work out is you guys have been walking around for about a minute or two, closer to 3 minutes. Checking bodies, doing things, and such and such. You've explored the hallway and come back down it. You are all in this room for the foreseeable future. The doors are currently open. A few minutes in, you guys have been monitoring the kind of leader guy. You don't actually know his name.
Mm-hmm.
No, he did give you his name. His name is George.
Very intimidating, very powerful.
It's George Kaiser. With a Y, not an I. No,
King George.
And George's.
it is. Okay, cool.
Simple.
So, you guys are monitoring him. He is tied up in the corner. And you guys have been just kind of walking around and checking out a couple places and stuff. I would like you to all put your characters where they would be.
I'd be over by Dudeman.
Yeah, you are all
New bird.
for
Vanya is.
Somewhere.
Oh, it's over there. She's over there.
Oh, why is one over here?
Oh, now that I'm back in the room,
Mhm.
my healing spirit can...
Yeah, if you're within 30 feet.
It was like here?
It's gonna be Gunmar because we don't have any.
Um,
It was like right here, I
Oh,
think.
and
It-
One of those two.
Yeah.
That one was.
An abomination.
This is Healy Wheelie.
Yeah. So should we say that like while people can they heal up?
yes, definitely.
So it had
Oh,
5 more uses.
Yeah.
I'm at 6 health, so I'm
Okay.
That's a D6, yeah.
You just want to take the rest of it?
Go in
Or-
and out.
oh, wait.
unless
Is it 1 point or is it... Oh, you get a
It's a
lower
roll,
D6.
yeah.
Each time.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
D6, and I have, I think, 5 more uses.
Is
Yeah,
it for a
you only
minute?
used the one and then you left.
And
Yeah.
one has 4 more uses. 4 more uses. So,
No.
You're already there.
Do you have Beck?
plus 1.
I gave him. Yeah.
Beck is over there.
Okay.
Plus 2.
Oh.
Spark is there.
Tanner's probably watching the prisoner right here.
That'd be the
Yeah.
Cool.
Next to him, or just like here?
Adjacent to him.
Eh,
I wonder if he was
So
Gunmar.
Tanner, Beck, Squark, Gunmar, Vanya. Sparky, that's who I'm missing.
Sparky. I'm.
He's the lowest.
I'm
The
at-
second.
Oh,
Low-
now.
Yeah.
I haven't updated it.
I'm at 28. I only
The
I'm okay.
I got hit a
Wrong
couple
way.
o times. How health have I?
I know.
yeah, the
Spark-
less you go to Beck and between you guys.
I
Gunmar's
have-
taking care of Sparky and himself.
I have
was gonna say
25
Gunmar.
health, which is less than half.
Yeah, you should take some.
I already yoinked them all.
I can just heal. Right.
Oh.
You can also spend stuff.
I also have a potion.
But we do know there is another fight about that.
Yeah, I'm
What?
Drinking potions is not the worst idea.
Hmm?
Funny season.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Yeah,
I'm never going to mix that gray again for as long as I live. I
No.
accepted it.
Yup.
Yeah, your brush skill could use some work, but it was also what the first mini you've ever painted.
Yes.
So yeah, Gunmar's out of spell slots. Just making sure that's clear.
Man, so's Tanner. All of them gone.
Action.
Or all mine.
Gun.
Heal you.
I genuinely don't know what to do with people.
It'd be better since. If you
Put
have
them
time-
anywhere. I have a thing for them.
Darwin's as far away as he can be from people. Because that's how he fights.
He fights that way, but he does interact near people. So put him in a general
That's what
spot.
We'd just kind of all
I
be
think we're
around
kinda
over
all
here
in
then.
that
Right, grab
area.
a pencil.
Because
I-
we assume that
yeah.
guy's the only guy alive.
Mm.
So we would theoretically be ignoring the rest. Because we're trying to recover.
hmm
You almost
I threw it sideways.
stabbed that man's eye.
I'm good. I'm fine now.
It's a liberal society.
Yeah,
Is everybody on the field?
Yeah.
I think so. Raise.
7. We have 7.
All right.
That should be everyone.
Then let me tell you what happens. So this is a few minutes after it's been going. You have been maintaining the unconscious body of George Kaiser. The rest of you have been milling around. Some of you have come back from running after the Gaunt Man. Still don't know have a name or a title. But he did so by setting off what looks to be a not easily reversible trap. So you can't get him, but they also can't get back easily. So it's a hassle both ways kind of thing. So you feel safe and secure.
that direction.
Yeah. So you've looked around. You're looking for a couple. General perception around the bodies and this room gives you a couple bits of information. One, every body has the symbol of the dark half ovals underneath their eyes. Every single body has that you can see.
There's no spoon. I don't know why they did.
They give you a fork but no spoon for
And
your
a knife.
soup? They
gave me a knife for my.
Why soup people?
It's- I'll use a fork.
We can get you one in a second, but do you mind if I finish first?
No, you're
before-
fine.
Yep.
I was not intending to disrupt. That was. I'm sorry.
So, below the eyes of each of them are those half circles. You've gotten a good look at them, and they look to be tattooed of some degree. So dark, very, very black, just underneath the skin. Some of them very fresh, with redness around them, some kind of inflammation. At the same time, they feel oddly smooth and a different texture than what skin normally feels, kind of like a little bit smoother, like as though the skin pores have been clogged up, so no oils or sweat touch these parts of the skin. Even in their death, this blackness seems to not change in color, while the rest of their skins, as the blood pools below them, they get darker and more pale. The one exception to that is George, who you are administering to. George is a giant of a man, as I've mentioned, wearing a large helmet that you have taken off. He has got short cropped hair, nose broken a dozen times, scars around his eyes. This man is a brawler that has seen many brawls. His hands bandaged and built, calloused, wears no shirt, just greaves. Even in this kind of limp, unconscious state, the bulk of him screams out of somebody who is still almost a threat in of his presence by himself. As the minutes go by and you're searching a few things, including the illegal aether weed. Shucks, do you remember what I called it? I meant to write it down.
A Ruru.
A Ruru. That's in that big container. You realize, one, that container seems to be the only one with it. Everything else, you've opened a couple of them, have a few other things, look to be various kinds of contraband, expensive items like candelabras and gold and stuff like that. The boxes they were filling, you realize that the barrels in the corner, you guys put this together with your passive investigation. Well, maybe not, but now I said it, so.
Now you did.
Yep. These are reinforced barrels. So they're normal barrels, but they have more iron banding around them, and they open like a clam. These boxes, if you look at it, look like they can fit in these clamshelled barrels, and the barrels can form a watertight seal. If by putting 2 and 2, it looks like they can put boxes into these barrels and the barrels into the water, and they seem, you would hope they know where they comes out, or at least most of them come out. A way for them to transport these things out of the city without having to go topside.
One goes to the wrong place, winds up in like, oh well, and now Tommy knows what purple sounds like.
Who dies? But yeah, you kind of get this. This is kind of a outward going smuggling operation to smuggle out of the city. How they're getting stuff in is probably not this part of the operation. But as a few minutes goes by, you hear a voice in the air. Tana, you hear it a few beats before everybody else. It comes as a vibration. In not so much the words, but the beats. As a beat per syllable is like, and it starts quieter. But you, as a sensitive individual now to these things, hear it before everybody else. But soon, you all start hearing it. This beat, this very symbolic, doomed, but it's a wave effect. You can feel it going through your body. This rippling of the molecules of the air itself and your body, passing through you every other second, so much. And soon you start hearing words, coming along with that beat. The pas bon bokrif afhofen. Bas bon bokrit afhofen. The pas bokrin bahaf ahofen. I may have messed up that last one, but it's the same thing over and over, beat by beat. And the vibrations get louder and louder, and the symbols of everyone's faces, of those that have fallen, start to darken. So imagine a bright light in reverse. They seem to suck the light from around them. They get crash shadows where none were before. They suck the rest of the vitality from the corpses themselves, rapidly aging them and modifying them. The man in front of you, as you all sit around him as the only one alive at this point, suddenly, even though you know he should be out for at least 2 hours, if not longer, from the injuries he sustained, his eyes immediately open. They are bloodshot, and his eyes dilated, and he just screams a guttural scream for seconds at a time, shouting across this room as it echoes and reverberates, and is instantly cut off in a gurgle, and he falls limp against the wall, and from him shadows come out and start forming. It grows into this cloud-like figure, soon a skull in smoke shape, covered in a herd of shrouds, is hovering above all of you. It raises a skeletal hand of smoke to the water, and 2 more spectral figures, near see-through, come out of it. The bodies around you, some of them have their flesh stripped from them as they stand and rise at you, skeletal, symbolic half circles hovering in front of the skulls. The rest of them come in gaunt bodies that look to have aged a century in a second. still with their armor on top of them, still with the tattoos gauntly facing out from them. All through the while, you still hear Botas Bond Bekrif Refhofen. Botas Dabas Bond Bekrif Refhofen. And at a crescendo, you hear a final reverberating shake that knocks, that is powerful enough to move all of you. The word is Astofdon. At which point, all the creatures immediately start lurching towards you all. Can I get everybody roll an initiative?
Well, that's not good.
And now, if you want, you can go get a spoon.
Does the fork actually work?
Do you want me to roll for Sparky and all of them?
I don't have sheets.
And if you know the dex mod,
I
Well,
do.
if she's got the sheets up.
Okay. He's got a +2. Oh, he's got a +3 to initiative. Sorry. Yes.
Question, DM. Is there any way we can get the phonetic spelling of...
Yeah.
Cool. You can just send it in Discord. That's the easiest option.
And by phonetic, what I'm going to give you is exactly what I have written down.
That's fine.
Because I also looked for a phonetic spelling and didn't one.
That's fine.
We're going to
I
deal with
want to
you.
write it down, but there's no way I'm going to spell that.
No.
so have you got a cube that you're trying to spell at
Yeah.
people?
What kind of you got there?
So Darwin gets a 9 total. Do you want me to roll for gun? I have all the initiatives, so I can roll for the people that aren't here.
Okay.
20 cube.
Thank you.
A 9 as
May or
well.
may not
I'm
be
going to make
actual
that
spell,
an
but it's
8.
20 cube.
Things.
And Sprocky.
That counts as those two.
I mean,
It
This
definitely
one,
counts
this
as
one.
that guy.
Uh,
It's not gonna
Squawk?
hit Squawk.
yeah, because
He's-
also like this guy got knocked out of his
Yeah,
square.
it'll definitely hit him.
We'll hit those three.
Yes.
Squawk? Initiative?
24.
It's Squawk,
Fuck.
though, yeah.
Beck.
17.
Angles in his.
Tanner.
There is.
You two roll off.
11.
Again.
5.
6. Oh, I was really hoping.
Tanner, you have an 18 now.
Same person.
Vanya?
Same person.
19. Oh, it took away my things. Alright, well, that's fine. Auto roll initiative. The zombies, when I did this the first time, had a -1 initiative.
They're supposed to.
No, sorry, they rolled a negative after modifiers got a -1.
Before the mod rolled a -1.
They rolled a -1. The initiative bonus is -2, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, so if you get a 1, then
Yeah,
it'll-
so they
Yeah.
ended up with a -1.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
Or I wanted.
These Sparks? Or Sparky?
I rolled them since I actually
Sparky.
have their initiatives.
Sparky had 8.
Really? I rolled 8 for him too. Woo!
It was meant to be.
He was to have that. So, first one up, unsurprisingly, is Squawk.
Good.
Oh, could we have some, like, awesome undead fighting music?
I need the jack-o'-lantern.
I'll give you the
Get into the matrix.
I need the jack-o'-lantern. You're getting an ox sword.
You'll get an ox sword and you'll like it.
I'm gonna two-hand spear that one.
Nice. That one is
21 to hit.
21 hits. That's the spear you got, right?
Yeah.
The magical one?
The +1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna flurry of blow.
Your flurry of blows aren't magical yet, are they?
Unless your tattoo makes them magic.
Yeah, my.
Even when it's not activated?
Pretty sure.
I think so as well. We're gonna go with it.
Okay.
Something interesting happens.
Oh no.
When you attack it. No, it comes from your spear.
Oh.
As you stab this, you hear like this disembodied voice at the back of your mind going, "Why? Yeah, get that little thug. I knew him. I arrested him more than 3 times."
Oh, I already rolled.
I need it. Do a d12, sure.
If it's alright, I'm gonna stuff
Oh, go ahead, yeah. 20 hits.
I've got room.
Nice.
What's under?
I have no need to squiggle at the moment.
19.
19 hits. It also, as you stab it, you burn through it twice, and the burns with your magical weapon stay, and it seems to like cause embers in its smoky flesh or essence.
Yeah, also, you do like fire damage and stuff anyway. That gets past
Yeah.
resistance to bludgeoning and such anyway.
So the first one was the spear that one was unhanded. Yeah.
Does it
Unarmed,
like
whatever.
resistance to non-magical damage? It's
And
generally
this one was
piercing
also, and that's
Oh, that's
9.
9 damage. It is, with that last punch, hardly existing. The comparison between it and the specter beside it is stark, as that thing seems to be made of almost impenetrable smoke, the deep black smoke from like an oil fire. And the one in front of you is more like a campfire, like the wisps of one as it gets put out at night. It's pale and hardly corporeal still. It's hurting a lot.
Nice.
Also, it looks like that these things rely on the fact that they can fly and away from people. Not a useful.
Verb.
Yep. Vanya, you're up, and then Tanner's on deck, then Beck.
Yeah.
These are undead. Undead don't roll well.
I will cast Entangle
Wow!
in my little.
the cube.
Make strength saves.
It's monk. I thought that this was a rat. No, it's just
That's Hobgoblin.
it's a hobgoblin, and then
Just make sure those
And
things are not
Bullywug.
Bullywug.
Yeah.
That's not like
Oh,
a plus.
right.
Okay.
Nope, that's
Cool,
not
cool. A creature in the area must succeed on his strength saving throw, be restrained.
Um.
It's also rough terrain.
Oh, cool.
So-
Monk is restrained.
Should we keep that?
Hobgoblin is restrained.
I just put it on
Yeah, put
barrel.
it under.
That's what
And you can get the little circles. By the way, Monk and Hobgoblin are skeletons. Bullywug is a zombie.
That might actually be entangled.
Wow.
I have an entangled.
Do you have that in 20-foot cube?
I very well
the
might.
labels are on the bottom. I can't.
The-
This is wet.
What is your save?
What is my save? Is it just spell save DC?
Yes.
14.
The zombie survives. Or it is untangled.
Zombie
Those two are
Bullywug.
very entangled.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Monk and Hobgoblin are skeletons. Bullywug is a zombie.
I bonus action Shillelagh.
Woo!
Oh, never mind. I can't do 2 spells. Never mind.
No, Shillelagh is a cantrip. You can use cantrips.
Then I Shillelagh then. That is my turn. That is my turn.
All right.
Tanner, then Beck.
You're both next to the
I was
big
gonna say, is Beck adjacent to the thing?
Yes.
I will stab the thing. At least
Are you throwing it?
no.
No, we're both next to it.
Yeah,
Oh, you're fighting that thing.
I'm a
Sorry.
fight. Yeah.
I was
I'm
looking at the
fighting
Bullywug.
that thing. No, you're good. You're good. 21.
21 hits.
Yay! And because Beck is next to it, I get sneak attack.
Woo!
Yay, sneak attack.
I'm
What's my
helping.
sneak attack these days? It's still 2d6.
Yes.
It has not changed.
There. I'm
Your
helping.
attacks are magical, right?
They are.
They're psychic damage.
They're psychic.
Psychic damage. Okay.
I don't know if they count as magical psychic damage.
It's not magical, but he doesn't have resistance to psychic. So
Most things don't.
yeah.
It's rude. You
So it's just a
I'm
weird.
his brain.
Yeah.
You punch when you bring back childhood trauma.
15 psychic damage,
Gotcha.
and then second attack. 17 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
7. Wow, I could not add 5 for the life of me to that too.
He's hurting.
Yeah.
Beck.
All right. Beck gets angry,
Angie.
and then she has cones.
Not a 20-foot.
No, they
Oh.
don't. They like, don't have a 20-foot cone. It's really
I like that
long.
you extended.
Just extendo cone. But I am going to also stab the biggin with axe. That's an 18 before math.
Yep. They are seemingly quite easy to hit.
And then I
30?
let's see. So let's need to figure out where my plus is. It's under actions. There
You
we
have a
go.
magical weapon?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
11 damage from my +1 great axe. And he has
Alright.
disadvantage hitting things that aren't me.
Yay.
The bigger coat that'll like.
You can think.
Next is skeletons. So first one, see tentacle dude over there by the table. Can you bring him as close as you can to the nearest PC?
So this is
That'd be
30 feet.
Gunmark.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say. So can he get 30 feet?
He does have 30 feet of movement.
Okay. Know that it's a bit funky with undead sometimes.
He's gonna make an attack.
It's a laser pointer.
A laser pointer for you.
So
Sure.
that you can gesture at the board so
Okay, definitely something I can invest in. We can do that.
you might have one laying around.
His weapon, for whatever it was, has turned into this corroded metal-like object. It seems like it's gonna do a job, but this thing can Like, it feels like at any moment, whatever magic is holding it in place will cause the rust to just succumb to the rust it has become. 18 to hit to, Gunmar.
It's a
Miss. He's got an AC
I
19.
was gonna say that might hit.
And it deflects off him. Next is the monk. The monk can't move, right?
Monk is restrained.
It will try to break the entangle. 16.
So I think that'd be an athletics check versus the DC to escape, right? The
It's my normal
DC's.
spell DC?
Yep.
14.
16. He is no longer restrained.
But that was his action.
But was that my action or was that at end of my turn?
I think that's an. I think it's an
A
action to break
creature
a grapple.
restrained by the planes can use its action to make a straight.
It will then move into flanking behind Tanner. Remember, that's a double move for while it's in there. So it's
Yeah.
going to go a diagonal.
5, 10,
Yep.
15. Or does it
Yep.
still count getting out?
No, that's right. It's
And then
only about entering.
It would need to get over
Yeah,
here
any-
on the precarious spot in order to be flanking.
It will do that.
Any space in the square is difficult.
It makes it.
So leaving it is fine.
It's a hard check. Those edges are a little exaggerated. Next is the Hobgoblin. That was super cop. 15.
That also gets up.
Go straight at Tanner. I don't even think it's gonna make it.
10, 20, 30.
30. Yep.
Yay!
The next one is seeing
Thanks,
the winged devil. Yep. Also is gonna go to.
You can-
He's actually gonna go to Darwin.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 10, 15. Now, yes.
Because this is partial cover. This is because of the crate that's in the way. Unless they're really short crates.
They only go up to waist high.
Okay.
They're only 4 feet high. This is a 10-foot ceiling.
Spark. The sparks connect.
Oh, the one that they're next to was one of the.
No, God, he's no
Because I was
Spark.
on top of it
So
last
Sparky
game.
is literally in the center.
The one immediately next to Darwin and the middle
I
one.
thought I only made that middle one that way.
Nope, you made those furthest
Both
two.
big. Yeah.
Those were both big.
Yeah, because that's
I was
how.
on top of the far one at some point.
Alright, move him 5 feet forward.
Well,
There we go. 18 plus 4, 22. I'm winning him.
that'll hit though.
Just a little.
So 6 points of damage. Oh, shit, because I'm running this, I actually can't modify their health, so let me quickly go back and do that. But, yeah, you can keep going. Let me, bring it up, sorry. Combat tracker. Skeleton. Sparky's next.
Alright,
What is Sparky doing?
Sparky. Let's see, looking at it. What spells does Sparky have? Not got a lot.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's probably
I don't know spell list.
ready to-
Oops. Any specific level you're looking for?
Well, we need to know what he's got
Yeah,
left.
what does he have? How many slots does he have left?
I think cantrips are infinite.
Yes.
Yep.
He has 3 level 1, 2 level 2. There's no check mark for level 3s or
We don't have we don't have any of those
spells
until we
yet.
get higher level.
Yeah. Just go up to.
It might, if he's got like an item, might do it.
But
Or it'll
how many
be-
spell slots does he have left?
Yeah.
You have 3 first and
Okay.
Yep.
It's not too bad.
All right. What spells does he have?
He's got Maximilian Earthen's Grasp. He has Shatter. Which bolt? Oh, he has a Wand of Magic Missile.
That's why
Yeah, that's why they go up to 7. Is because if you just blow all the charges on it in one
it counts
swoop,
as a 7th level
it's
spell.
a 7th level.
it would shoot off 9.
Yep.
Each one does 1d4 plus
94
1.
plus 9.
Magic missile. That's
One.
nothing.
Yeah.
Level 10.
Each one has a plus
1d, yeah, 1d4 plus 1.
I was assuming in this hypothetical you just.
Oh, so it'd be 9d4 plus 9, yes.
Yeah.
But you are correct.
Let's see. After Sparky is more of my
Yeah,
guys. Next one up is Darwin, then Gunmar.
Yeah. Like shatter all 3 of these. There's a 10-foot radius right here. Would just hit all 3 of them. Shatter's a 10-foot radius because
Shatter's right
fireballs.
here.
Yes.
Betters of that.
Blunk.
Cool.
Give me to roll the apps.
It'd be 3d8, and then they get to make con saves.
Yes, Alex will make the saves, and then if you want to roll.
There's a little button here for it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's for it.
Yeah.
Roll the blue one.
No, she's rolling a
Goat,
He
Well,
Wing
rolls
Devil,
because he's
and
playing.
Tentacle.
I have.
Who's doing what? No.
Everyone's
no.
doing things. Con saves from Spider Boy, Demon Lad, and Goat.
What's his con save? Or it's called save.
Save DC.
Yep.
How many
Should be
pieces
right
of
at the top.
salt in one character?
The two skeletons fail. Goat also fails.
Alright, they take 15 damage.
Yeah.
15. What kind of damage?
Shatter
Thunder.
damage.
Thunder damage.
Thunder
So,
force.
Shattered.
I wanted to
Wing
say
Devil
sonic
is
damage, but that's a
D.
Pathfinder
Nope.
thing.
The damage is a cloud.
If they're inorganic, they have disadvantage.
Skeleton D, the Winged Devil, shatters. And same with Tentacle.
I thought you meant for a second that acid shatter. I was like, whoa.
Because you said 15, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Those two just shatter into newly formed bone pieces there.
They're not particularly.
They're bone.
I thought that's what shatter does. If you die to it, you just.
And
Shattered.
goat.
You get
Go,
shattered.
go, 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 go,
It's like if
go.
you die to cone of cold, you just freeze and like.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's a brutal way to go.
Like
I was-
permafrosted in place.
The zombie's
Yes.
alive.
Fucking dope.
Couldn't you accidentally
Yeah.
kill someone by casting it on like any
Oh, yeah.
normal villager?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of like.
Oh, yeah, no, a
And then they
min
just
damage
become
cone
a
of cold will kill a
statue.
villager. Like twice over.
Like let me just cool
Go
down my
cold with your
drink.
cold spell.
Shit, the people behind it.
It's a 60-foot cone that does like
We walked
8,
on.
10d8 damage or something like that.
It is in fact this cone. It's huge.
I can see me using that to cool a drink if I was powerful enough.
This, like everyone in the room except for these two goobers over here could be hit by a single cone of
You
cold.
were in the corner looking out on the rest of the bar, just like my drink's cold.
Sorry.
No, you touched it.
Squawk.
I was like making things, and I was like.
The whiff of a specter is going to start attacking you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The
Oh.
the one that isn't the ghost mini but is actually like the shade mini
Yeah,
or
the
something.
darker one.
Magic
The one
missile.
I beat the shit
And-
out of.
Did I accidentally cast that?
Yes, you did, but that's
Ignore
okay.
that.
Yep.
If you're-
But no, we walked
Does
in.
an 18 hit?
No, it doesn't.
It matches. Is that a hit?
Guys, go to the roller.
Okay.
Guys, go.
Cool.
We walked into a
Now
bathroom.
I get a Constitution saving throw.
Half the people on it with cone of cold,
No.
so just suddenly half of the war were statues.
15.
You make it. You take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
Because you were hiding around a corner and then.
And then the other specter floats 5 feet closer and attacks you as well.
It's a little rude. It's wrong.
Friendship.
12.
Nope.
Yep. It just whiffs in the air.
He knows what he
Goes right through
and
you.
who cares about what he's here for? And that's what I'm.
Darwin! Seeing the thing just shatter in front of him, goes, well, that was handy, and pulls out his bow and is going to attack Sword Girl.
Quickly, everyone do your terrible Scottish accents.
Wait, donkey!
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted.
Oh,
to
yeah,
happen.
it's right in front of me.
Everyone just yelling short quotes.
Do-do-do-do. 12!
Yay!
12 hit a zombie?
I think it's got an AC of 8 or 9.
Is a zombie.
If it's boxed down,
Yep, AC 8.
we'll probably go next.
So
Thursday.
totally hits. 1d8. And he will use his
they're all
next
using
favorite foe,
AC.
so he is
They're all
concentrating.
like this.
Can you put a concentrating thing on Darwin?
I know.
They have
The
the thing
nuggets
over
are.
there.
They're right
They
there.
have
Yes.
nuggets.
I do that.
You can also put restraint on anything that hasn't.
They
been
both
saved.
got out.
What was that?
No, the bug guy hasn't done his.
He wasn't restrained.
Oh.
Oh,
made the
did
save
you make the
initially.
save to begin with? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Lot of
I should put this
dice.
down before
Okay.
Greg did.
Alright, he should have sharpshooted that, but he didn't call it. Because I forgot.
He's also not here.
Okay.
15 plus 7.
He's gonna kill it.
22. It falls to the ground.
Anyway. Yay!
Hold on.
Sword girl?
Sword, but give it 1 second.
Does
Oh,
it-
never mind.
I was gonna say.
It stays to the ground.
I was gonna say. I don't think it can make that save.
He knocks another arrow and is prepared to keep going.
Yay, Darwin! We're here for Darwin.
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 Dunmore.
I
Darwin.
can't wait until Darwin's like labeled.
You mean he's not already?
Not fucking
That's true. You cannot yet rapid fire.
Gatling Ranger.
Gunmar's up.
Gunmar's gonna do the thing that he said he was gonna do. Probably.
What he's probably gonna do is actually go attack the goat.
We had him do the
Go.
thing before.
Oh yeah, because he did that before we started combat.
Yep.
I have that goat squad.
He's just going to the bathroom, running up behind him.
He's sitting on his 1 foot.
Oh, cool. That's.
15 does hit the goat.
It's called a devil squat.
I thought he just looked like it was like, you know, like peak watt.
8
They're
damage.
possessed by devils, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good kind of spot, Bray.
That one also falls to the ground
Yay!
and stands back up again.
No.
Go.
Zombies are like that.
Wobble.
Next, though, are the rest of the zombies. So, can you take Durin and put him next to,
No.
Cause
yeah,
don't
yeah,
really
go
use-
around, yeah.
That's 40 feet.
Go in flanking then, because he has to dash anyway.
Don't zombies have a lower movement speed?
Well,
Because getting over here is 15. Does he have a 20 or 25 foot move speed?
I'm gonna give him a 30.
He has
He's
full movement
hungry.
now. He's got the hunger.
He's hungry.
Dragon.
You're angry. He's hungry.
Dead.
Looks like
He had to
dragon.
dash
The
to get
Bullywog
him.
is going to attack Vanya.
No! But Beck's right there.
Uh,
I tried, Vanya.
Beck is like double my height.
neat.
Yeah?
Yeah. What are you? You're like.
There's a 4 hit.
I'm like 3, 8, 9 or something like
It's
that.
like
You're not.
2, 4, 2,
You're like-
2.
I don't think
Like
a 4
foot taller
hits.
than me.
You're
A
full
what?
halfling.
2'8"?
Oh, you're 2, 8.
Borderland.
There's a 4 hit.
She uses a quarter staff.
See?
Yeah.
Yes. I was down and dead. But
Moving on.
Okay.
The other one. Oh shit! 18, but it's Gunbar, so it bounces off him. Those ones, the zombies are just pounding with arms, and as they make contact, you can hear the breaking of bone and shattering as they're just shoving their limbs as clubs against these people. Next is the big guy. And
What did you roll for initiative?
17?
he already went.
Oh, I super didn't remember.
I hit big guy. I did 11 damage.
Okay, great. I don't know where I was.
Eating soup.
Clearly.
large, 2x2.
Yes.
Hannah,
Yo,
I'm gonna attack you.
good.
Because you did more damage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, it does. You're right.
You're welcome to still attack me.
No, I'll attack back.
Ha! The plan, it worked.
My job. I'm doing it.
Yay! It's okay. My job is to be here and stab him, and your job is to
17?
make him not stab
Misses.
me.
AC 18.
20.
That hits.
I'm just gonna have it a little here. Oh, and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. That's an 18 before math.
You do make it. You still take 22 points of necrotic.
That's so
I'm
many
alive.
Mm.
That's a lot. Holy
I have
cow.
3 health left because I don't resist necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Next, top of the round. Squawk.
Oh, okay. We'll kill him before he gets home.
Spear, 2-hand spear that guy again for 1.
Get him, Scork.
19.
19 hits.
7 damage.
What was left of his smoke just ends up, whatever magic held it in one place ceases and it just floats away in a harmless puff of smoke.
Cool. Unarmed punch him.
Cool.
No, I'm just gonna headbutt him.
Sounds good.
11.
11 misses. Wow.
Ow.
That's my turn.
Alright. Next is Vanya, then Tanner, then Beck.
I'm going to shillelagh smack this dogger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get him.
12.
12 hits.
What?
Yeah.
6 damage.
Nice. 1 second.
Yeah, well, you're good.
Tanner.
I will attempt to stab the big guy again. Probably not. 11.
Misses. Where you stab, you can see his incorporeal form just creates an opening, and as you pull back, it closes.
Bonus action, I will try again. Much better. 2.
Definitely hits.
Hey, me. And goes back is next time. I get sneak attack.
Woo!
Woo woo. 14 psychic damage.
He's hurting.
Back. Take him.
Alright.
Because otherwise he's gonna kill you on his
Yeah.
turn.
No. This is important.
Uh-huh. Demon.
I'm gonna reckless this because I need it to connect.
Solid plan.
And that was a
Reroll.
1.
Reroll.
I gotta reroll that anyway because of halfling.
Just
So
note that is a
that's
reaction.
A 12 plus math. I'm gonna roll to see if this is higher.
It's
Alright, nope, 12 plus math, and that math is an 8, so 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Yes.
So I'm going to put Fury the Small onto that for the damage, so that's 9
Don't
plus
forget your
2.
ragey damage.
Yep, so doing my math, so 5, so that's plus 6 is 11, plus Fury the Small for another 4 for 15 damage.
15 damage. He's still up.
Ah, you're dead. Unless Fonny takes him out. Fonny already had her
Yeah,
turn.
I already won.
Ignore me.
Alright, well that...
Darwin can shoot him.
A lot of people that can do things.
Skeleton B
Smart.
is Monk.
Smart.
Darwin, shoot the
Turn
big
around.
guy.
Monk is attacking you.
Okay.
Probably not. Oh, nope, that's not the...
I have an
Sorry.
18 AC.
Yep, 15.
Yes.
You dodge out of the way of the corroded sword it is now wielding.
I'm wearing sword. That's part of why it missed you with it.
It hasn't actually pulled it out yet.
The Hobgoblin is going to finish moving to be next to Tanner as well.
Okay. Presumably then.
Mm-hmm.
How did I guess their strategy?
8. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 9.
Nope.
Still no.
Let me go
The other ones are dead. Sparky.
check. What are Sparky's cantrips?
I don't like how long it takes me to say. Lightning, War, Message, Mold Earth, Prestidigitation, Shock, and Grasp.
Alright, those all sound like mistakes right now.
He's also got cantrips. Oh, you
Those were the
just asked
cantrips.
Yep.
Um,
My brain is here.
You can mage armor other people, yeah.
nope,
Nope.
it's a self spell. But, we could, use, because he's got the Wand of Magic Missiles on him, right?
Yeah.
We could just,
And he hasn't used.
Yeah. At big,
You could.
what level would we want to do that at?
How bad's the big guy looking?
4.
Okay.
Do we want to just hit him with missiles?
He has already used 3 charges,
Yeah,
just so
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
He only has up to 4.
I don't
Alright.
think we need all 4.
I don't either. Do you want to just put a first one into it? Hope that does
So we
it.
can just put 1. 1 being 3 missiles.
Yes.
A level 1 magic missile.
Yeah. We're gonna spend 1 more charge from that.
How do I charge?
I don't
They
know.
should-
Click on the item.
It actually... Oh, there it goes.
Can I just cast Magic Missile?
No, because he's already rolled the damage. You can hit the button, roll damage. It won't.
No, it did.
Did it? Okay.
I clicked the one on the 1 and it made level 4 disappear.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. I got 9 damage.
Did you add the...
Yes.
Okay.
I
I always forget to do that.
rolled a bit bleh.
So you rolled 3.
Yes, and then
You
I added
3.
3.
Yep.
I got 1, 2, 3 plus 3. So 6.
Oh, that is a 2.
So 9.
So yeah, 9. Yeah.
Yeah, the inking got wiped out of this because it fell in the trash. I had to wash it. I had to wash it off because it fell in the trash.
Okay. As he perishes,
Yes! He's
And-
gonna kill back!
3 magical bolts of...
Force.
Yes, but they are in the shape of lightning bolts, because it's Sparky. Shoot through him and just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like head, chest, like torso, and just whoosh. And he starts to just fade away, and as that magic starts to fade, he lets out a screech that everyone is in radius of. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from everyone?
That's a B6.
Gunmore got a natural 20.
You said con save?
It's
Yep.
not. Let.
Where's con?
Darwin got a 21.
Nice.
Well, I rolled a 20 and a 19 for
Am I
that.
rolling for Sparky?
Yes,
My
please.
phone is having a stroke.
Okay, we're gonna go around the circle. Vanya,
22.
Seed, and Sparky.
4.
He fails. Just keep that notice.
12.
Fail. Succeed.
20.
Succeed. Those that failed take full damage. Those that succeeded take half.
Oh, I'm unconscious anyway, because I hear more than 2 dice in your hand.
Maybe he'll roll 2 ones.
I have 3 health.
Maybe he'll roll 2 ones.
Those that were around, if you succeeded, you take 6 points of necrotic damage. Those, if you failed, 13.
Okay.
You're down.
I'm alive. I'm just health.
There
want
should
me
be a
to-
thing at the top that says health.
Like,
I can do
Oh.
Gunmar and Darwin. Rangers.
good luck.
What have you done?
Oh, is the search bar that's blocking it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that was -6 full.
Oh.
I was so confused.
It's -6 if you made the save.
But
Minus
Sparky
12 if you
failed.
fail.
13 if you failed.
Is Sparky alive?
Ah, yeah, Sparky's still alive. Sparky has
That's
7.
not.
Yeah, I can't help but notice that.
And Gunmar's a little busy. On the plus side, he's
Was
right next
Gunmar
to
in
you,
range of that?
Vanya.
He's like...
Everybody.
Everybody was in range
Okay.
of that.
Okay.
It was,
The battlefield was in range
it
of
was
that.
Fair.
a big range. Do the enemies need to make that save?
Nope.
Okay, I thought I'd check. It would have been funny.
I was like, they're not immune to necrotic damage. As dumb as that is, zombies are immune to necrotic damage.
It's true.
Sparky went last, so now it's the Spectres. The one Spectre moves into a flanking position with...
Already there.
Oh, the big guy's
Good.
gone, right?
Yes, you can take him off the field.
Vanya.
That was a death throw.
I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
You feel like that this was a pretty weak one. That you feel like it could have gone louder and possibly have deafened you. If it was just a little bit more louder, you may have had a ringing in your ears for maybe a round.
Yeah.
To give you an adventurous sense on that. Oh yeah, sure, advantage and all that. 13.
No.
Yeah, cool. Next is Darwin.
Darwin, shoot something.
Darwin's gonna shoot Sternin.
Who?
Sternin.
Oh, Durnan. Yeah.
He's gonna sharpshooter this. Oh, and move his favorite foe to it.
Just put Hunter's Mark on it. It's not Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, before additives, it even with Hunter's
Oh, there we
Mark,
go.
it's yeah.
Oh, there's 2.
Are those just generic markers?
I'll let Hunter's
That's
Mark.
cool.
Yep, there's 2 that have none.
I mean, you can leave the none on there because it's not actually Hunter's Mark.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah, you
not
can
gonna.
Yeah, that.
yeah.
No, it's
I
not.
got you.
It's gonna be on the exam. Quick. What
Which one was
condition-
Sternin?
Alex, there might be an exam.
What condition is not in the condition rings box?
No.
Hunger?
Feeble
Here,
minded.
let me take a look. Oh no, he didn't make it. That zombie gets his head cleanly cut off by the arrow and just collapses to the ground.
I imagine it's like when Red's out after it shoots, like Batman's thing.
Oh, I was thinking Princess Mononoke when he's like just taking off limbs on the back of the elk. And just like da 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 da. Whoop!
That's
And
what I
like
was thinking, too.
both of the arms just gone. Because that's how arrows work. Anyway, that's what that does. Because that's how arrows work.
Okay.
Darwin goes like, alright, good. And just moves on to the next one.
Like,
Alright,
good, it's
then.
doing that again.
Gunmar is going to attack the other zombie.
Go.
I can do this one real quick because it's... Wow! Okay, never mind. Well, luck me for taking over that turn, because he rolled a 2.
He might still hit.
Yep, I'm double checking.
Fuckers plus.
Yep, +7, he still hits.
This is why Darwin's great, and we love him.
This is Gunmar.
This is why Gunmar's great, and we love him.
He does 8 damage, but it was at 1, but
Save.
he stays down. You can go ahead and
We
move
have
him.
killed Satan Goat.
Good job, Satan.
He was goat on my list.
Popping Satan.
Go, 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 goat.
Go, go, go.
Goat, 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 goat. Alright!
I mean, Go-Goat is a Pokemon.
He's dead, she's dead, they're alive, and that one's dead. Bullywog is going to attack Vanya again because they aren't known for being creative. Oh my god, I gotta get a natural 20!
Okay, Vanya, you got this.
Wow, near max damage of 12.
We only have what, 2, 3 things? We have 3 things.
3 things. One is over a raging
4.
torrent.
4, you're right.
Yeah, but that one's flying over it.
Mhm.
That one.
It's considered an advantageous position.
That
12
guy.
total.
Is that double?
That is fine. Yeah, no, that was the double.
Those guys, okay.
He's hitting you with his now broken arm as it smashes against your shoulder and cracks. The bone now protruding from his forearm.
Hell yeah.
Can I talk to it real quick?
Sure.
Try.
Stop.
Talking's a free action.
Just-
Reminder, if you have potions, you can quaff them.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bonus
You
action.
Bonus
Drink them as a
action.
bonus action and still do other things.
That guy's dead. Top of the round! Squark, then Vanya, then Tanner, then Beck.
Greater healing potion.
Did I give you one of those?
Yes,
Oh.
I
Are
have one
you
of those.
gonna drink that, or are you gonna force that on someone? You
I
drink that.
I was gonna
5
drink
health.
it.
Okay, you
Yeah.
can drink that. Because I was gonna
It's
come over and
too-
deal with you.
Greater is 4d4
4d4
plus
plus
4.
Oh. Damn.
Regular is
You want
2d4
D4?
plus 2.
You know the D4?
No, I'm good.
Ooh.
3s, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You have the gamut.
Yeah! All the numbers.
Does that get a bonus? Inspiration.
Inspiration
So
for
14?
numbers.
For the first time, no. No, you just rolled some
Yeah.
dice. That's like getting me play the game for pressing B.
That's like a full house.
Or
It
was
is
it
like
E?
a full house.
God, I remember Overwatch at one point. I got to play the game just by using my ult in a full room, and so like in the middle of it, I said like, "Whoa, cue of the game!" and someone else yelled at me for making fun of the guy who won. I was the guy who got it.
13?
That does hit.
Nice.
It's amazing, but like wafts of smoke are easy to hit.
Never mind, this is not
7 damage.
Let's try Overwatch stuff in the buffer too.
A lot of people
Overwatch
mad
2?
about Overwatch
Yes.
2 because it wasn't
No,
new.
it's like-
just new
it's just-
Overwatch.
It's new Overwatch. It's even cross-compatible, so you can play with people in Overwatch 1. So
Oh.
it's really no difference.
Yeah. The people are just mad because they called it 2 and instead of like an update or
Instead
a
of like
DLC.
1.1.
That is.
Did you get a punch?
I mean, sometimes I
No,
get it because
'cause
sometimes it's easier to
bonus
just
action
release a
potion.
whole
You're right.
game.
Thank you for knowing your own turns. I
Most of the
appreciate
characters are very similar. There's
Vanya.
a little bit of a graphics update, and it's still cross-compatible.
that. The Bullywog's been
I
fucking
mean,
you
I
up.
keep making Call
I
of
feed
Duties
back
that are
a
not different from each other.
potion.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, you're feeding
Where's
back a potion. Okay, I was gonna feed back.
I'm alive. You can
3?
stab.
I can stab things instead.
You get 7
Get
health.
7 health.
And
How
I
are
assume
you-
feeding takes a whole action.
Feeding does take a whole action.
Cool, cool.
But if you have another one, you can drink it. You bought a bunch. I just don't know if you have two.
As a bonus action, since I'm already squatting down with a potion, can I do another one?
No.
No, not to back.
No, the whole action part is like there's like an unconscious person trying to make them drink something.
You can
Is-
like do this though.
Without drowning him.
Double pop. Yeah,
That is-
I'll do that.
that is
That's
an
a
alpha
valid
move.
turn.
It's a pretty alpha move.
2, 4, 8.
Tanner, you up?
I will turn her around. Because there's a monk behind her, right?
And it's actually a skeleton, but yes.
Alright,
Ooh, flanking.
we're flanking. I will try to hit her. It.
Okay. These are
I'm in my inventory.
skeletons.
I'm in my inventory. 30-20.
Your
You hit.
potions.
Ooh.
10 psychic.
Go up.
Okay. I will bonus action hit again. Higher.
Did you hit?
Roll for crit.
9 psychic damage.
With that, it dies. It does an interesting thing when you do it. When you slice through it, you're disrupting the essence that is keeping the skeleton aloft. During its first hit, you saw a great rattling of the bones, and it was having trouble holding itself together. With the second one, this pile of bones just is now obeying the laws of gravity and just falls from where it were, as though a
Does it
classroom
tumble-
skeleton.
Does it tumble backwards into the...
No, it falls
Aw.
straight down. Maybe a bone or two falls into the fissure, but no, you are disrupted whatever was essence keeping this thing, a literally inanimate pile of bones,
Cool.
up.
Oh, I will turn to the other pile, but not attack, because my turn is...
Beck, you are awake.
I stand up.
After
Yay!
movement.
Standing! Oh, I could have moved over to give you advantage. I'm sorry.
It's
I
fine.
didn't think about it. There's a lot of
actually,
wings between me and them. You could move to...
You can move.
Yeah, because that'd be 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you can get there and you won't trigger
And
any
then
attacks at all.
I,
With it.
Sure, I
plus
missed that.
8, 22 to hit.
Nice.
22 hits. 10 Oh,
10 damage.
10 damage to Hobgoblin? Or
Yes.
Bullywog?
Hob.
Hob? Gotcha. Let me put that in. Hobgoblin is this one. Still up.
Alright.
Bonus action attack again.
You have literally just killed this, so that makes more sense. Beck just finished up,
Yes.
and now it is that Hobgoblin's turn. And
Definitely attack me. Definitely attack me.
the last person to attack it was Beck.
It doesn't know that.
So-
It's dumb.
It's gonna attack you.
Aw.
10 to hit.
18 AC.
No.
Yep.
Jesus.
The best part is, like, I think I'm wearing a shirt.
Sparky.
Without certain things,
Sparky
though,
does
yours won't go
sparky
off.
things.
That's the...
Yeah.
Better without armor? Or?
Yes.
I can
Yes.
add my con to my
Barbarian's a
AC.
specific thing about not
He would.
wearing
It would be worse with armor.
I'm also better with that.
That being said, I made a barbarian that has such low dex that he, even with the con bonus, he
That's true.
he wore full
It
plate.
does mean you have to invest in
I
dex
have
a
20
lot.
con. So I'm gonna be raising my AC to increase my
You mean
my
20
my
strength?
dex.
Oh, you do.
Sparky.
Jesus, you have two of the things.
Sparky.
Sparky.
There are three things alive.
There are 3 things alive.
Which one of them would you like to not be alive?
Sparky has.
What are Sparky's ranged cantrips?
I think.
Lightning
just
lore,
lightning
but
lure.
lightning lore only
Also-
does damage if the target ends 5
He
feet from the
functionally
caster.
has melee cantrips.
Sparky! I mean, you could pull the Hobgoblin closer, I guess? Or no, if you pull Bullywog closer, yeah, that would take
That would work.
But then it would also be closer to Sparky.
Yeah.
So,
You could do a witch bolt.
yeah.
These don't have that much health.
Yeah. Feels bad to use a level 1 spell. You could move up Shocking Grasp and then risk the opportunity attack.
He could come over and shock and grasp the one that we've been beating on.
That's true.
Do that and then get advantage.
That
No,
too.
the other
Oh no, he would have advantage on that one if he wanted to shock and grasp it.
Yeah, up to you.
Yeah, no, do that one.
I don't know
Because
if the
how much
blue
health
one's-
does Sparky have?
Sparky has
Sparky should not get within melee
No,
range
he
of
shouldn't.
things. Sparky
Um,
will hide behind Vanya this time.
Sparky.
You can cut your movement with that and then move out.
Yeah,
I
but
have
he's
attack
supposed to be an
of opportunity.
opportunity attack is the problem.
How about
Does he have a level 1 spell that's...
The Scout Self, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Tasha's Caustic Brew.
He likes using Tasha's Caustic Blue.
pull that one up, see what it does.
It seems like a good
A stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. Direction used. Each creature in that line success a dex save. So we could an acid. The spell's duration.
You can
There
scoot
you go.
over.
Get him over here and shoot that one. It'll hit
Yeah.
both of them.
Creature covered in acid takes 2d4
That's
acid
worth it.
damage at the start of each turn.
We goofed them.
Yeah, so he went 10 feet that way to
The Hobgoblin's covered.
It needs to make a succeed a dex save to not be covered.
Yeah.
Cool. Hobgoblin, which is a skeleton, is covered in acid. The Bullywog,
which is a zombie.
I actually still think it's a dex save.
Yes.
Yeah,
Against
even
15.
even worse. Because they have a
They
negative
both
dex.
got acided.
So at the start of their turns, they will take 2d4 in acid
For a minute. 10 rounds.
for the next 10 rounds.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to use a level.
Right, do we want to put a thing on them to mark them as such? And then now that he's done that,
He's
so
gonna
10,
run away.
20, or 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Just like...
Solid plan, Sparky. Solid plan.
Hector is going to attack.
I dare it not.
Only 22 to hit.
Shit.
Can you give me a Constitution save?
6.
Okay. So you take 9 points of necrotic damage, but the clawed smoke hand does not leave your body at first,
Uh-oh.
and you just feel a pressure kind of right below, in like your center torso, near your heart, near your lungs. And I need you to decrease your max health by 9.
Uh-oh.
Rude.
Much uh-oh.
I rolled real shit.
It doesn't decrease the current health.
It
that's the 9
does damage and
it does
then
damage,
decrease.
and
Yeah.
then the max is reduced.
Yep.
So he now can't heal that.
Right.
So that was
Yeah.
about as much damage as you have health left.
Uh-huh. That's
Stop being above the torrent of water.
Please stop being above the torrent of water.
Does it look
I don't know, I got notes
smoky?
Oh no.
Yeah, but part of those notes is, well, squark, bye.
It's cool. I'll just activate my bubble now.
You have a bubble?
Yeah, I can breathe underwater.
Oh.
Do you have to punch us to do that?
To activate it, that's why I'll activate it with force.
Oh, okay.
It's an action to use a magic item.
Oh, that's true.
It's an action to disengage and just
I
get
know, he's a
over
monk.
here.
They don't get that at 4th level, but yes, some of them do get disengaged. Not all.
I can try to help out if you've got this guy back.
Darwin's up.
I can try to help.
Darwin's gonna see kind of like those guys
Actually, Darwin should totally shoot that thing.
That's what he's gonna do.
Cool. See Spark like wavering in the air.
He's gonna transfer over his favorite foe. Favored foe.
Which
He's also
was
gonna go
Durden.
like 20 feet to the right.
Oh,
Just behind. Yes, he's gonna go that. And Darwin is gonna sharpshooter this. Oh shit. So 14. 9. No, he misses.
well,
And that's what he says.
Did
Like,
you roll 1?
nope.
No. He probably rolled a 2.
Rolled a 5.
Oh, wow.
And a +9.
I thought you said he rolled a 9.
No, he rolled a 5.
yeah,
He also did
he sharpshooter.
sharpshooter because everything has been really easy to hit this fight.
That's fair.
And he does what you said. Just, well, as it goes straight through a non-incorporeal part of this incorporeal being,
No.
bounces off the wall and falls into the water and just.
No. That was the fancy era.
It wasn't, but it's just like he was like, oh, okay. Gunmar is gonna turn around and
Go after the bullywug.
yeah, he's gonna go after the bullywug.
Bam!
So to get it.
No, it missed.
Darwin missed.
Just saying something. Should not have sharpshooted that. Yeah. Yeah, 23 to hit. 13 damage on the bullywug. Bullywug being a zombie.
I'm giving a play-by-play with 0 context.
It's still alive! Next is the bullywug's turn, and he's gonna attack the last thing that hit him.
Gunmar.
Gunmar.
Yay! Yes, attack the dragon.
At 12!
Yay!
And then take your acid damage.
Oh,
Sorry, it actually starts its turn with the acid damage.
2d4. You want to roll that?
Do you want to roll your own damage?
Damn.
That
3 people are playing.
That.
Double ones?
No, it's just they're. I mean, this one.
That's cocked.
Yeah.
That's super cocked.
That one's.
That D4 was cocked.
It's still
It's
one.
the same number, but it's
Alright, so that's a whole
Definitely
5
not.
damage.
What is the dodge action?
You take an
You say I
action
dodge.
to
Oh.
dodge, and you can't have opportunity attacks taken on you that turn.
No.
No.
That's different.
Oh, dodge gives disadvantage on things attacking you. But you
Everything that
still-
would attack you has disadvantage regardless. Like
Yeah.
the
However
range
it
stuff.
attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it has to roll to hit you, it has
If
disadvantage.
you plan on leaving, it's, disengage is the safer one.
Disengage is the one you want if you're leaving.
Oh shit, look at that.
If you stay there though, I get sneak attack if you're next to it.
The zombie falls
Mm-hmm.
and rises again, most of its flesh now burning through.
When you say zombie, you mean bullywog?
Bullywog,
Okay.
yes. The other one, the hobgoblin, is a skeleton.
Oh, okay.
But it has risen again. But it's already taken its turn. And missed horribly. Top of the round!
Or
Squark.
You can leave and I can get sneak attack. Nice.
26.
Hits.
That's right.
Oh,
6
no!
damage.
6 damage.
How's it looking?
With that, it is bloodied. Past bloodied.
Give it another attack.
You have another key point?
Yeah.
Or do you want to get out of there? We'll take an opportunity attack.
No, I won't.
You have mobile?
I step of the wind.
Aha!
Fuck off.
All the way to the other end.
Step of wind is disengage and full movement.
Doubles my movement. I
And
think.
full.
Step of the wind, dash action as a bonus action, and my jump distance.
Well, it doubles your movement. Does it give you a disengage?
Doubles is your jump distance, and
Yeah. Take your disengage. Oh, okay, I do the disengage then. So with me, honestly, I could go pretty far. So yeah, disengaged.
And then Vanya, then me.
I do believe so. It is Vanya, Tanner, then Beck.
yeah.
Vanya, there is a zombie in front of
got
you.
this guy?
Yeah.
That zombie is not looking good. It has fallen once. It's
Looks like it's about to fall again.
The zombies are the type where I heal them, it does
No.
damage.
No.
no old editions.
That's Minecraft.
Is it?
It's also
it?
Pathfinder.
If you throw a splash potion of healing on a
Oh.
I think
and
witches
if you hit them with a splash potion of heart.
No, it's undead, so skeleton zombies, water skeleton. I think actually withers.
Yeah. It's funny because if you're being chased by a witch and a witch throws the wrong button, it can hurt the zombies also.
They slurp on the healing
Actually,
potions though. They
Alright.
Yeah, it's true.
they throw potions of firm that heals the zombies.
Whatever.
14.
14 hits.
But that's how a lot of people will make. Wow! The
Five-
D8s
five
need to go in
damage.
timeout today.
Polywog. Average or high one.
It falls and then rises again.
Ah!
This time, the
zombie
skull that
falling
had
amazing.
gotten appeared because of the acid is now cracked where you hit it across its
Oh,
head.
the damage keeps being really.
Anything else?
That's my turn.
Tanner.
So, answer me a question.
Yeah.
Those things next to me, the brown things, those are balls?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Reinforced.
They are reinforced barrels.
Okay, are they like... I'm trying to figure out if I can hide behind them.
Behind them, no. They are flush
They're
against
like-
the wall.
Amidst them. I want to try to hide from this guy so that I can get sneak attack.
The barrels are not your thing.
Okay,
They are like honeycombed. They are very tightly stacked.
okay. Then there's not really anything in this area.
He's a good kitty.
You can just yeet at it and hope it dies.
It's just bloodied from...
A little past bloody, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of his damage is going into the other one because we took 1.5 of everything.
I'm trying to hit him twice. Is gonna be worth. So I will... Yeah, because I will yeet brain knives at this guy.
Cool.
The first one's not gonna hit with a 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
Yes. It will not hit.
And the second one will hit with 21.
Yep.
Don't get sneak attack, what you said? I do 7 damage, and that's my turn.
It's not looking good, but it is still up. Beck.
Beck, wing axe at skeleton. It's a 19 before math starts happening.
Alright.
Trusting Beck to kill this other thing.
Alright, that is 16 damage.
With that, it crumbles to the ground.
Which one?
Skeleton.
The hobgoblin.
Probably would have died next. Its turn was next.
Yeah. And then I will get in flanking position for Gunmar. That turn.
That is all the skeletons done. Next is Sparky.
Is it?
Mickey.
Flag throat. Or,
Yeah, he's pretty far away.
It's
Um,
still magic missile. That's always included.
Pop another magic missile into the float boy over there. So I'll get out my D4.
What fancy D4 is that?
I can't find my Cthulhu D4, but it's...
somewhere.
Because it's a regular D4 that's probably fallen into the bag. Oh dear.
The one reroll.
Nope, not on damage dice. I wish.
8 damage.
Total?
Yes.
With that, it is pierced again, similar to the other one, though not as majestically, and the bond that was holding that smoke in place is burst, and it's gone.
Oh, hi, Mickey. That's my foot.
Hunter's Markai will move to the
The last thing that's alive.
Darwin.
Where?
Yeah.
And it's Darwin's turn.
Because it's not Hunter's Mark. It's favorite enemy.
whatever.
It's favorite foe.
Favorite foe.
Yeah.
It's not actually Hunter's Mark.
He's gonna move 2 this way, 1 forward. in a diagonal way.
That would put him in Gunmar's space.
No, 2 to the left, 1 forward.
Okay. So
And
how
one
do you
more
know
to the
where
left.
they are?
There you go. He just wants the diagonal.
Okay.
So that if he misses, he's not going to hit anybody.
You'd have to miss really hard. He's Darwin.
Mhm.
That's also not a thing in me.
No, but it's what the character would do.
Okay.
Or it's something. Just
Okay.
anyway. Fine.
I'm just thinking, like, he has sharpshooter and ignores cover anyway, so
Yes.
be like,
17.
you're fine, you're fine, you're fine.
And this, and D8. So 16 damage total. Which I do believe means...
It's possible.
But it doesn't. And it finally falls to the ground.
Gunmar, no!
It clips out of reality like this is a Bethesda game and takes Gunmar with him.
Clips after to the ground, just starts.
Alright.
Like you hear the clunking, like freaking Gmod.
Alright, Alex needs to read the post.
Give it turn down the music.
Sure. That would actually, yeah. Not much actually changes, but as the final zombie is finally put to rest after the 3rd time, you all bloodied, beaten, some of you having gone down, can now to assess the area. Those that became skeletons, the remains of their flesh sits where they were, rotted and dry. Those that were zombies, now most support broken bones, hands, cracked limbs. All their arms and legs are in disjointed ways and bodies as they lay on the ground, 2 of which are slowly melting into a small pile of acid. The most interesting one, though, is George Kaiser. His body, though gaunter, as though partially starved over a week or 2 and dehydrated, still fairly resembles himself and can be identified as George Kaiser. That being said, no soul remains behind those eyes. And the markings, the black markings, are still vividly contrast against his now pale skin.
Yeah, definitely the next time we see anybody dead
Should we?
of
Not,
us, I mean,
No,
should we not tell the authorities now?
are
I
we
feel-
still trying to pretend like we're not?
These were the people we were trying to get in
Yeah,
cahoots
one of them
with.
got away.
Yeah, but he knows not in cahoots with them.
He approached them as business partners. Sure as heck ain't no survivors here.
Clarky will speak up and go, I don't know, I talked to him quite a bit, and I think our cover was blown. We kind of tried to push too hard.
We can kill people now, I guess. I don't think there's much to clean up. I think we take this one guy's body because you can still tell what he is, and leave the rest as piles of goo.
I was just watching him squeeze his face into the door. He like opened it with his chin.
Cats do.
Why can't you grabs the door and he pulls?
Omen does like a stretch, try to push the door open. Puffin just like slams his head into the door and just.
No. You know how a lot of doors will have gaps underneath them? We'll grab like
Mac will just like on the door of the bathroom is like a pretty size gap. And it doesn't open like that because there's an actual latch. The door works, but he tries.
Oh, no.
And you can hear his nails like clicking against the bottom of the door.
poor kidney.
I like the downstairs bathroom, the door. Just
Yeah,
like,
every time.
No,
And then like every so
Mac's
often,
gotta be on his back or something because his paw comes up like this.
especially Almond will like occasionally knock a toy inside and then reach for the toy.
Oh, no.
So you just kind of like I flip it back under the door and I hear him play and then throw it back under.
You're here playing fetch. Anyway.
Some of us should stay over the guard cover.
Really?
There's a lot of illegal drugs right there.
I mean, yeah,
That's
but
a lot in case someone comes back.
do we want to just send Squirrel? I think you're the fastest. You could run and go get people and bring them back. I don't want to leave like just 1 or 2 people here.
I guess I could do that.
We're in the middle. Are we in the middle of like a windy thing, or was this just like we?
How-
I don't
how
remember
far
us
down
getting
are
here.
we? Like,
You're
from the door,
This
how
is a
where?
trek.
Was this a trek like getting to the kobold was, or was this just like we went in a door and turned
We
the light?
went down some stairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just did not
You're
remember
tens of
that.
feet below the ground.
Yeah. Like 2 stories down.
Plus, it will be harder for people.
Don't get in the way of brooms.
I'll go,
That's still odd to me.
I'll try to go get Commandant.
Oh, okay. You easily within 2 rounds make it out of this place.
While Squark is gone, I guess we finish our engagement room.
Yeah, so we can look around in here, see, like, what all else they were trafficking besides drug, I suppose.
Better look at that hallway.
Yeah, go ahead.
Permanent that.
Actually, yeah, let me know what everybody's doing. By the way, it'll take you in flying speed about 5 minutes to get to the roundhouse, or half house. Sorry, the King's Shield's guild house. King's Shield Hall, something like that. I have to look at my nose. But it's going to take you 5 minutes, but it will take longer to get back because they can't take a direct route. So you're looking at that corner, right?
I guess the hallway, yeah.
Oh yeah, that hallway.
She went.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I still
What do you guys
that
do?
We make this our base.
That
With the
no.
giant hole?
Give me a better idea.
You're right, we can put a carpet on it.
We're level 4!
The sewers.
With a single exit.
We leave this city, it's like, oh yeah, we have a base in blank, it's in sewers.
Everywhere we go, we
Okay,
make
our
a
safe
base.
house.
Everywhere we go, we claim a base, but it's just us saying this is our base now.
This is what will happen if we get paid for an inn. We go into the sewers.
What are you guys doing?
Or he finds a couple.
Can I just make like a general search of the room at large? I'm guessing
Yeah.
that investigation check?
It would be investigating.
Anything over by the table or anything like that. The piles of guck that the people collapsed into, did they have anything on their persons that was not them?
The coin presses, while deteriorating, the coins themselves survived, but it looks like everything else went through this great aging process. In fact, the coppers are functionally useless, as they are now these corroded green mumbles. But the gold and the silver is pure enough that the silver, while tarnished, the gold particularly is fine. Between all the bodies, including George himself, you find about 27 gold and some silver, most of it in silver.
Alright.
We'll go with you because you wanted to look at the hallway.
Perception, yeah? Or investigation.
Because you can basically see everything that you can be seeing. It'd be investigation because you're looking for secrets.
11.
You realize the hallway is not changed since you were last there. The walls are still down. You don't hear anything coming from it, but you do remember that you're at least 15 feet and at least several stone walls behind. But unfortunately, you don't really see anything out of place or anything different. Tanner.
I rolled a
You see all the boxes that you've been in there. You've opened some of them up here before. As I mentioned before, besides the Oruru, there is looks to be just valuable goods, candelabras of gold and buffet plates of silver and stuff like that. Looks to be possibly like just expensive items that maybe they got illegally, maybe they even didn't, but they are shipping them out this way. I guess, yeah, you find a couple of miscellaneous daggers and other things, a deck of playing cards on the table, but with a 9, you're just getting kind of superficial things.
You orcs voice.
You find 2 rusty, thuggish daggers.
They're -1 daggers.
All yours, Squawk. All yours.
Better mark those down as the rusty ones.
Tanner will pocket cards.
Would I be able to see what kind of goop these people turned into?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Or would that be nature or...
Medicine would work just fine, but if one of those other ones are higher, I'll allow it.
Medicine.
I knew the
22.
answer. Oh, wow. So, yeah, oh, you know what? This actually kind of makes a little bit of sense. You come from the Southern Empire, which borders the desert lands. Periodically, you would have people, I think, come from there that you would have seen this before. Usually it's people transporting a body or something like that. When people die out in the desert, they dry very quickly. They get this dehydrated husk-like form. The ones that turned into skeletons, what remains of their flesh is like that, instantly dehydrated, jerky-like and fragile. The zombies had a similar thing go for them, but it wasn't complete. So they didn't fully dry out, but they were still very craggly and as though all moisture had been taken from them. Their bones also apparently got very brittle, or the strength was immense as they could... Actually, it's more like the strength was immense, because they broke their arms attacking you and bashed them. George, with a 22, looks like a body that has been dead for a while in a rather dry place, but...
Oh, wow.
Oh, cat!
Oh! Oh!
Poor
Oh,
little
well.
dude.
Come on, drop it, drop it.
It's his weight though.
It was wiggly.
Is that a squirrel?
It was a chipmunk.
Oh, okay. Inspiration for Mickey.
Chipmunk.
Cat Aiden. I bought a link cable at the
Yeah.
computer. Yeah, I opened it.
Mm-hmm.
It's USB-C Oculus to USB-C.
You need adapters for that.
I don't know which adapter I need.
You'd need just like a C female to A.
Right, I want to make sure the signal's actually getting us.
Yeah.
Like, why would they do that? That's a really recent port for computers to have. Why would they do that?
Yeah.
Rude.
What?
It's stopping. I was complaining.
Wash your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you should wash your hands.
What? Oh, yeah.
Alex is like, yes, you're
He
good.
came in so proud.
He was so happy about
He's like,
it.
look what I got.
I'm really.
There's a chipmunk.
Oh my god.
Really?
My friend's giving away kittens.
That's dying. Maybe I'll take another. We're pretty sure tumor is part of his
Easy.
like 15 or 16. But his behavior hasn't changed.
He doesn't.
Am I your cat?
He's been that shape since you've seen him.
Oh god.
I'm kind of wacky. I don't want to
Yeah,
take
like-
it.
Oh, it's an abscess or did you just scratch it?
Poor thing. Poor bean.
The dog won't leave him alone.
Wish I could fast forward.
There, the dog just wants to play. The cat does not want to play. The cat wants to nap.
George looks like he's been dead for some time. He doesn't look like he died literally minutes ago. But he doesn't look nearly as long dead as anything else.
Prowl back into the other room.
I don't.
Probably smells it.
I don't have my snack no more.
He's just trying to flip to snap it.
No, it's outside, and if he tries to bring it back in again, I'll throw it away. But otherwise, it's out there for a bird. Something else.
And
Yeah,
Another
actually.
chipmunk.
he comes back
Don't-
different chipmunk.
There's a lot of remains of people. Hey, Dove. A lot of remains of people. George as well. You, takes you about 5 minutes to get there, as I mentioned, but it's gonna be a while before you get back. We'll play that out now if you guys are done. Well, not you don't have to be done. You're gonna have some time, so you can have some.
A lot of us are just searching, so I think that
Yeah.
just takes.
We already know what's in all the boxes.
To a fair bit degree, you can take these next several minutes and open every single one
And
to get.
double check them. Yeah, we can do
Mhm.
that. I'm fine with that.
Some of the ones that have like less interesting stuff. Could I rummage if there's anything hidden?
Oh yeah, sure. I will have you roll for that and remind me that you've done that. But I'm gonna go with you for now. Takes you about 5 minutes. You get over to the entrance of the King's Shield. It's night on Saturday, so it actually is decently active. Not like a festival level of activity, but this is not an off period for guards. As rebel rousers, drunkards, and stuff like that are starting to get filed in from the Cantus ward, because the guards were called over there or noticed a altercation, and so periodically guards can be seen dragging in people in shackles, usually very drunk. Some of them like bloodied from like fist battles, not like been stabbed or anything like that. You walk right past them. You're just another person on a busy Saturday evening. At the front desk, you see a human dude. Looks to be lower ranking, but does have his like full regalia on, as in like he is a corporal in the level of King's Shield, meaning that he's not a recruit, but he's young, so he's definitely not probably been here long. Blonde hair, has rudimentary spectacles on, but seems to be like up in dignity. He's sitting on the pillith that you can go up and talk to.
Optimus.
You see?
Commandant Hastings play. I have information.
That's a bold opening you have right there, kid. All right. Well, let me see what I can do if you want to go see Commandant Hastings at this hour. But can I get your name?
Squark. Well, Pac Magica. She.
All right. I'll go check with her
The
liaison.
red bird showed up. Don't remember that part.
I was hoping you'd make the noise like squawk.
I will go check her bother me list. He goes off for a minute or two.
I like to imagine she actually has a policy.
I
She
would-
probably does.
Yeah, especially for like, you know, this is pre-phone society.
Yeah.
Of like,
Probably not called that, but that's definitely what they.
like important enough that you may come to my home.
Yeah.
Cantus.
Physics might be on
My
there.
own house on fire. Well, anyway, it does take like a minute or two before he comes back, and like he's literally holding like a small booklet. No, he's not. They would have left it in the back. He comes back with a little note, and he's like, "He said Pac Magica,
Yeah.
specifically about the Cantus crew.
Yes.
You're a squawk."
Yes.
Can I see some ID, sir?
He seems to have like he has a note that it looks to be recently
Oh, he's
written
a
on.
checklist.
Yeah. All right, if you're who you say you are, and we will hold you to that. It is you are.
Squawk
We'll
check.
let the commandant know. Any place they can meet you, or would here be okay?
Yeah, I'd give the location. Oh, is there like a map?
There is a map.
Cool. I show where this.
Like that intersection, basically.
Willow Street.
Yeah.
Willow and Oak.
Willow and Oak.
It's around there.
All right.
With the sewer entrance, right?
It was like a hidden door, wasn't it?
It was similar to the other one you found.
Yeah.
There's a maintenance entrance, I believe.
But if they go to the intersection, you can meet them.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll make them.
Because there's a hidden part there.
All right. Well, I'll call Commandant Hastings. We'll also send a bulletin out, and a couple of guards will meet you there, and we'll send a full squad of ACUs along shortly.
Much appreciated.
Right before you leave, you see him take out a stone, and that will happen over the next 10 minutes. But yeah, you guys wanted to search crates. You've already done a kind of a room search and stuff like that. I will give everyone else one more roll. Investigation check, unabated.
Unabated?
Unaided.
Unaided.
Okay.
To check for the contents of the rest of the crates and any hidden secret departments.
So the three of us. Okay.
That included. Was that
This would be this roll. Yeah,
Okay.
the one. Yeah.
no pluses?
We'll
No,
do
investigation.
Oh.
But like you can't assist each other.
This is everyone actually working all together. So no, you can roll. So
11. I got exactly my passive because I rolled a 10.
Sparky got an 11 and Gunmore got a 1.
I don't think I find them. Oh.
So 10, 11, 17,
18.
18. You too. Do find something.
Yay!
You did it!
Finding.
It's not hidden. It's just at the bottom.
We're just bad.
No, it's more like this. These crates aren't the thing. They don't need hidden departments in this. They're not smuggling things out of the gate. But they have organized it in a way that the valuable stuff is at the bottom in a certain section. So besides the Aruru, some miscellaneous looks to be valuable items of possibly dubious origin.
Anything fun?
Not necessarily fun, but there's gold.
Where's this?
No, this is just a fair amount of funds.
Oh,
It's in a
okay.
small safe box at the bottom. They look like a similar kind of box that you guys saw the miners pay in. Like small, made of metal, good luck. This has no painting on it.
I was gonna say, did it have like does it?
This one doesn't. This one looks probably straight from the manufacturer.
Cool.
It also looks less battered.
Cool. Now
Okay, you find 2.
it's also in my bag now.
Gotcha.
Mark that down.
But one was in, I guess I can make that up. I literally have them. We noticed 2 crates. We'll have the one next to that one and the one over there. But yeah, in 2 of the crates you find lock boxes full of something. They don't look as battered or as old as the ones you had beforehand. That would like to be like, they use this weekly, and it lives in a mining colony. They probably sometimes drop it down the mountain. But yeah, I guess you wait.
Was that the valuable stuff, or did I derail? Was
There-
that what we found, or did I derail you into that?
No, that was kind of what you found. You found 2 boxes, 2 locked boxes.
Okay.
That were of. You can put strongbox down because they are notable. That's a thing. The rest is Aluru and looks to be basically stolen goods from. Because there's no necessarily unifying theme. It's like sets of silverware, a golden candlestick, a silver platter. It's a lot of random, decently valuable artworks and stuff.
It's what happens when the Dovahkiin walks into a house.
I bet you could find a knick-knack or something like that. We could roll on the trinkets table.
Let's roll on the roll dice. Roll dice.
Because bunch of random ass shit in here.
It's a D100 per trinket.
It is.
Ray has rolled on trinket table.
I got a 36.
What will I get? I need D10s. D12s.
For
No, I don't.
Dungeon Master's Guide.
Ray, I own so many dice. I want to roll mine. I got 77.
Whoa.
We all roll for trinkets on the trinket table.
Okay, I believe this is where it should be, but it might not.
Player's handbook.
Do you want to?
Ah, it is in the player's
on the
hand.
trinket table.
Hmm?
Do you want to?
This is just more things you found, in a sense.
We're all rolling for trinkets off the trinket table because there's just a bunch of random
There it
junk
is.
in here.
Or is it D100?
D100.
D100.
Yeah. So the D10 and
Also,
the
oh,
one
two
with two-
36s.
Yep. Ooh.
Hey, so 2 36s.
So the double digit one is your tens place, and the single digit
Four.
one is your.
That's 4. You got that wrong way around.
Oh.
400 actually. You know what?
You, this actually makes a little bit of sense. They are in the boxes, but they stand out because they look to be like standard commoners. One looks like to be a standard commoner's light jackets that you wear in the fall. Another one is like a vest. And when you put it on, you realize that like, oh, this isn't normal. And you start feeling it and looking at it, and it has dozens of internal pockets.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can functionally call these pickpocket's clothes.
Dibs on list.
I'm just gonna leave that there.
But yeah, these are modified clothing that just, like, from the outside look fine, from the inside, dozens
Wings.
of pockets. You would have to modify them, but it is just normal
I'll
cloth.
just wear the vest on the wings only.
Sure. I mean, yes. But anyway, you both get one of those. Tana, what did you roll?
77.
You had like a vest above you, just kind of been.
Oh, this is cool. In one of the boxes, you see... It's kind of funny. It's a piece of parchment that has a lot of mechanical drawings and stuff on it. Like,
Okay.
it looks really nice. It's drawings for those barrels. Like,
Oh.
engineering plans. Like, it's this long, this many bands and stuff like that. It also looks hurriedly drawn, slightly like the guy was a little shaky, and along the margins, it just has a list of demands that are really simple, as in, like, gotta be tough, needs to be able to hold, like, 50, like, a weird unit of measurement amount. Like, 17 hog heads.
Which is a measurement.
It is
That's an actual
is
unit of
a
measurement.
measurement. It's not a common one. Yeah.
It would
Oh.
be in this.
Yep. Opens like clam. Like clam. And
Okay.
I like, just like, and that's in like different handwriting along the side.
Using this information, can I go open those barrels?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'll do that while Wanya gets her forward.
Cool. But yeah, this is technical drawings for those reinforced barrels. Probably done under duress.
It's my 400.
Oh, this is nice.
Get a pack that.
You don't find this in the crates. You find this on the table. But like, kind of under the table. It looks like it was wedged underneath the lip of the table. It's a very thin, like diary, with a very thin leather coating and just a string that holds it closed. In it is writing, just in ink, just normal ink. Has some dates. You do recognize the dates. It looks to go over the past couple months. It seems to be fairly active. It's about halfway done. And it is written in a language that you don't recognize.
That's right.
What language do you all know?
Goblin.
Goblin.
It's not in Goblin. I'll tell you right now. It's not in Goblin, Dwarf, Gnomish, Halfling, or... Common.
Or Elvish.
It's not in Elvish. No.
Druidic.
It's not in Druidic.
Not in
Sylvan.
Thieves' Cant.
It's not in Thieves' Cave.
Sylvan.
It's not in Sylvan.
Let's see what Sparky
Is it an
knows.
orc?
It would be an orc. Well, no, so you don't know that, but you know orc.
I do know orc.
It's an orc.
I can read that.
And I gave it to. Okay.
Alright, do you want to do that or the barrels?
Bonnie, can I check these real quick?
Oh, of
we
course.
can
I-
take this book with us.
I'm in no hurry. It's all good.
In the bag. Getting it for later.
You're gonna need help with those. Those are heavy and just they're big
Bag.
barrels. Yeah. Gunmore helps you as well because it's cumbersome. You guys, they're not locked. As you open them, you can see this kind of like tar-like substance that has been patted over. Not patted over, but like dusted over, so it stops being sticky along the edges. And it opens with like, and it just opens. These things aren't locked. They are all empty, as you check a couple of them. But you look, they have like little support brackets in them that as you look at the smaller crates, the 4 foot by 4 foot ones, you could put one in here and shut it and then lock it.
Put the barrel in the crate or the crate in the barrel?
Crate in the barrel.
Crate in the barrel. These are to protect the crates from
Yeah.
You think so.
Probably from water.
You do get a sense from the technical drawings and other things, they aren't waterproof.
Because it just kind of like tricks open as we open it, and then
Which is quite a feat. Most barrels are waterproof because they have water inside them that swells the wood. This looks to have come around that because using tar mostly.
this is very.
It's not an elegant solution, it's a practical one. So there does seem to be a little bit of engineering behind it. The iron bands are nice and extensive.
These are cool, but we can't take them to big.
They're like 80-gallon barrels, yeah.
By then, do people? Or do we still have more time?
You actually fair bit of time. You have
I will pull out the diary then.
cool. With that, if you all want to sit down and look at the diary and have you read it out.
Crisscross applesauce.
The diary seems to be of a thug.
Diary of a thug.
He doesn't call himself that, he does. He looks like according to the diary, he has recently arrived in Richmond by the first entry that was about 6 months ago.
Does he have a name in the diary?
No. It looks like he...
Property of...
Nope.
This
If someone else, if one of the other thugs got this, he was not going to claim ownership.
That's fair. So everything is written.
Mhm.
Was there a?
Presumably it is an orc or someone who speaks.
There wasn't an orc here at this time. They
The
were
guy
all...
that away wasn't an orc, right? Was he?
No.
He
He
was
was
the dude that's supposed
human, as
Yeah.
best you can tell.
Somebody.
A lot of it is pretty rambling and just talks about I arrived here and I was the first couple of weeks is I got room and I've been working with just general labor, and he keeps talking about I want to find a contact, using in the know biz. By 3 weeks in, he's got an in, and then it gets a little less common that he's writing in journals, but he's just talking about did a nice job, gonna take some days off and stuff like that, or this is going pretty good, and he sometimes mentions the weather and stuff like that. If you want to give me an insight check to read into this further, or just be able to get enough information out of this in the next 10 minutes.
You said insight?
Yeah, 'cause you're not having to translate, so you just that's actually really good. So as you pass on and stuff like that, you're looking at the time periods of our importance of 2 months ago you learned that something that's from the kobolds, that's when something started to happen. So you cross-reference to that day or the one closest to it. You get a couple bits of information about the guy himself. You realize he's a thug. He's muscle. He moves shit around. He moves stuff from place to place. He's not a guy breaking and entering, and you get that idea from him. With a 21, you also learned that he won a particularly nice game of cards a couple months back.
Good for him. Or her, I suppose.
Could be either. Does not gender himself
yeah,
in
if
this.
it's written in first person, then who knows?
Himself. I need to give something. Just not shit. Anyway.
Look, unfortunately, male language.
And
Themselves.
you get to a couple months ago. Because that's the point where you're expecting something. You do find something. He mentions 3 people coming to he doesn't give it a name, but to the place. He's very vague about these aspects of it. You recognize this pattern. There's a place that he talks about that he never really mentions that much, but it's just the place.
So 3 people showed up a couple months ago.
3 new people showed up. They were in black robes, and he got a weird sense from them. They wanted to hire them for a job, so they talked to the bosses. Next entry is a good 2 weeks later, and he's mentioning that he's liking the new people, and like they're taking us in a new, interesting direction. I don't get told a lot, but I feel different and I feel better from what they're doing.
So it was, these guys give me weird vibes. And
Probably not as vibrant, but yeah, it looks to be a shifting of hearts. There's like 2 entries left that happen periodically. One mentions that I got my markings today.
Oh no!
And another one is mentioning that
Poor Sam.
no, yeah, he'll be mentioning that I don't actually have anything, no, because that was all the information. There's one more that's kind of like just a neutral day, I guess. Oh, yeah.
When is that?
It was maybe a week ago.
The last one?
Was the most recent.
Was the most recent one. He laments that he hasn't gone topside in a long time during the day. He's just like, I kind of miss walking in the forest in the day and stuff like that. But he's like, but it's just another trial and commitment for our new path.
We have to say Randall.
You can make him a name for him, or her.
I think that this might be Randall.
No,
There were no
no
orcs.
orcs here. So
We don't know that.
We
we don't know it was an orc.
I know
You don't know it
elvish.
was an orc.
I'm not an elf.
True. I know orc. I'm not an orc. Or am I?
I will tell you.
Takes off hat of disguise. It's just a really short orc.
You're just like an orc, but you're just like 4.
Take off your
I'm a
advanced-
dwarven orc.
Orcs. I want to hear it.
I was just thinking it's advanced.
I will tell you right now, Orc is a common language in this, so knowing Orc as a second language is common. So yes, it doesn't have to be an Orc.
Yeah.
You would all know that from just living in this world.
Poor Randall. Totally killed him. Do I get the impression that this would be important as
It could be.
Okay.
That you got 10 minutes with it and hit the highlights. There might be more here that somebody who's more in the know from local things.
Okay.
And like there are Thieves' Cant things that you may not catch up on because they're too local.
Oh.
So you recognize like this could be in Thieves' Cant in Orcish and reference something that you're just not picking up because you're not local. It's something
Right.
super specific. But the guards might know it from
Right.
talking and interviewing
We should
people.
probably turn this over when they get here.
Not much.
few entries.
Maybe
4 entries.
4 entries.
3 or 4, yeah.
Would we be able to have somebody?
Try real quick. Because
It-
I can read it, so I did.
If you want to go ahead and try, that copying text takes a while.
Yeah.
It's like a couple minutes a page.
Yeah.
The entries aren't long, so if you want to give me, say, a dex check, I'll tell you how far you get.
Just Dex.
A sleight of hand.
You read it and someone else write it. If that would be better. I don't know.
Maybe. It'd be like they would have to do it phonetically then. It'd be like someone speaks Japanese and you're trying to copy it down.
14.
You get about 2 entries,
Okay.
and most of the way through a third.
Does a 16 succeed?
It gets you that last third one.
Okay.
This is a weird one. You couldn't fail it. This was just how far you were going. I don't
Yeah,
want to say this
we
is
might
not
need
a
to talk about how mechanically we're gonna make this work.
this is not a check you can fail.
Yeah.
This was
Okay.
I want a D20 to figure out an idea of how far you're going.
So I get 2.5-ish.
you get to about 2 3/4.
Okay.
Yeah. At that point, you hear the rumbling of I guess boots. I was gonna say chainmail and other things.
Hop, 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 hop.
Oh, sorry. You've been back for a while. I apologize.
I was waiting outside for him though.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
He came in, rolled on the trinket table, took his vest, and left.
Oh yeah, you did roll on the trinket table.
Hey guys, what's up?
You just see me crack open a crate, just like that shirt. Just coming in to let us know that the
Yeah, you were just coming to
guards
let
are
us
on their
know.
way.
Yeah.
They're on their way. Oh shit. Nice.
Oh, nice shirt, man.
But yeah, topside, you are greeted by about 7 guardsmen. They are standard guardsmen. They are not of the ACU, Advanced Collection Unit. Those are the guys in big, bulky armor with the giant shield. These are standard guards. There seems to be one sergeant among them. You can tell by his stripes, but that's kind of the only difference. He greets you like, "We got word that there was activity over in this area."
Yeah, right down here, and I point to the alleyway.
All right, you're gonna have to show us. I can't see anything down there.
You have a torch.
Oh yeah.
I pull out.
We own a drift glove.
I don't have it.
No, it's probably on down
It's
here.
probably just like floating in the middle of the room.
No, we tied it to Gunmark.
There were torches here.
There were 3 torches, yeah. Though not the
We
right
probably
way.
also turned on the drift globe.
Yep.
While we were just looking.
While
around.
we're looking, just
Yeah.
turn on
You
the
escort them
flashlight.
down there, so you are followed by 6 standard guards and 1 sergeant. The sergeant is leading the way. It looks to be a
Jordan!
Welcome back, buddy.
Oh no, the monsters, they've returned!
he seems to be a looks to be mid-30s, has a kind of a bristly mustache.
I wanna make this
Hasn't
fast.
really grown into his wrinkles yet.
He's the important one.
Who's the main character?
But yeah, you can move them all into the room if you want. Won't change much. You guys just like to fight the guard.
Always good.
Yeah.
Don't plan on it.
You what?
They come in thinking we're hostile. Oh, there's light down there. You better stay back, Birdman.
Yeah, 2 post up by the door, but the rest of them kind of hang around. That's actually really good.
I just keep copying.
At this point is basically when it times
Mhm.
up, and you start making your way over and joining the group. Hi, what's going on here? This doesn't look good. Noticing the bodies and boxes and stuff. Somebody give me a rundown. What happened?
Wait, our face isn't here.
God, normally it's Sparky that does this.
Alright.
We were following
The
a
lead, yeah.
possibly had ties with the Cantus crew. Followed him down to the sewers, packing these drugs. We
Found
tried-
I can't screw.
We don't know if they're the Cantus crew. They were some person we were following, escaped through that tunnel. We don't know where it leads, but they put down blocks. And else here tried to kill us. And when we beat them, they all rose from the dead, with weird markings under their eyes.
By the way, while you're talking, some of the privates behind him are like poking bodies and other things, and just like looking at like when you mentioned that, one turns ahead and goes, "Huh, yeah, okay."
What's weird is that all of them were dead before they turned. One of them, the leader, was still alive in our
Weird.
capture, and then he turned.
That's disconcerting. We might need to get a priest in here.
We found this journal. Got some records of Cantus crew or whoever these folks done under new management lately. This thing mentions new people showing up. After that, everything gets real weird.
All right, that's good. Can we have that journal? We can have our guys look at it.
It's in Orcish, so you're gonna need someone who can read that.
All right, fourth right. Hold on to this. Oh, one of the corporals comes
Yeah.
up.
But this is the body of the guy who turned.
I know him. That's George Castor. Not Castor. Fucking
Kaiser.
Kaiser. Yeah.
Close.
Kayser.
K-A-Y?
Kayser. Kaiser.
Kaiser.
K-A-Y.
Mm-hmm. Ser.
S-E-R.
And George with a J. That's
Yes.
Yeah. so Jorge. Yeah. He's been thrown on our side for a couple years. Came down a while ago, a couple years. I haven't seen him around in about a year or so. I guess this is where he's been holding up.
The journal did mention there was something strange in the very last entry. Whoever it belonged to, it does say, but whoever it belonged to says they missed walking in the sun. So I wonder if once they get the markings, they can't really go, or maybe? Probably why I haven't
At the very least, going out in daylight with those sorts of markings
would draw a lot of attention, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Both on a practical sense and a spiritual sense, yeah.
But the way it was phrased was like it was a sacrifice he made, which makes me think it wasn't Akadon.
Maybe. Either way, I've not seen these markings before, so whatever they're doing below ground, which makes this a sewer matter.
And they weren't.
You did not see any on the guy you followed.
We didn't see any on the one we followed down here, but he did get away.
Would we have noticed these on the people that were?
If you,
Mind you, it was
If-
on their table.
there's a thing here. I'm gonna let you connect some dots. That if they do go topside, they might use glamour of some kind to hide it. They might be concealing it. So, while you were topside, none of you particularly made a roll, nor your passes were good enough to be certain. So either
We weren't
those.
looking for it.
Yeah.
Or they might have specific agents they sent.
Yeah.
who
It could
aren't
be there could be different ways of doing it and such, but you do feel like they could possibly control these using either how to disguise, makeup, something.
But yeah,
And George Costa over there is wanted for a number of breaking and enterings, and Kaiser is wanted for a couple breaking and enterings, but a whole lot of assaults.
someone's good for nothing. He keeps saying Costa when it's Kaiser, so I just.
So, I mean, I would have to check his record. I'm not sure if he deserved death, but a long time in the prison was definitely on the books for him.
We tried to take him alive for questioning, but
Had other plans.
whatever agreement they've entered into, whatever these marks are, it's some weird, faulty shenanigans that have to do with death. It's not good.
Can I do
It's-
to tell them like what the dude was chanting?
Go ahead. Straight intelligence check.
I keep wanting to cast guidance on people. I don't have guidance.
I think you have guidance.
I have guidance, but I don't think it's a cantrip, and I don't think I can.
I'll have it.
I have it, maybe.
You
I'm
can.
confused.
I do think you have. We've been trying to nail down the cantrip stuff.
Okay.
Because it's different for druids and sorcerers, and what I've told one to the other, I think I've mixed up at least twice.
So druids, I think with the vamp, they can change one cantrip up
I think that's it as well.
because the rest of their spells they get to change every day.
During the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
sorcerers get a little bit more flexibility, but not by much, I think.
The Tasha's UA gave them a lot more flexibility.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know.
what it is.
I don't know how much it got reined in between the UA and the actual.
Normally,
publishing
no
partner and
class
everything.
can change their cantrips.
Yeah.
No,
every
it's
day.
it's one of those hard fix things.
Mhm.
Because they are powerful. I mean, like, it's a spell you never can
yeah,
stop.
the point is that you take the point is that you
They're
these are
in-
spells you just know.
Yeah.
That's why you can cast.
They're fully innate. You can
Yeah.
throw it in there.
them.
But yeah, go ahead and give me a 12.
Yes, 12.
That's good enough because it was a couple of minutes ago. This will get harder as time goes on. But for 10 minutes ago, I will say that you can read. Son of a bitch. There we go. You were able to recall Dopas, Bon Bokrit, Abhofen. Ahofen.
Can Tanner just scribble?
Give me an intelligence check.
Well, wait, we already covered this.
I mean, yes.
Alex is going to give us a
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
I want to make sure the characters are going to know this. That's bad. I will do my
I
thing.
need to message
Thingy.
somebody real quick.
You said
Yeah. As you're breaking down something
yeah,
phonetically.
12.
You write down as phonetically as you can get it.
Okay, so it's technically a 6, but with my D6. But is this one of those checks I can't fail?
No, this wouldn't. Okay.
You're sounding it out, so you could hear it properly. There could be missing
I mean,
characters.
Yeah,
It's
it's
up to-
not a failure. This is more from me to
Okay,
know
so
how
then
well
it's
you
6
know.
total.
6 total.
Oh,
And I can't use the other thing.
Yeah. This is just
We can
yeah.
talk about this
yeah.
later.
This isn't like a mechanics thing of like a skill check. This is more of just like give me a sense of how good you got.
I mean,
this.
if I'm rolling an intelligence check, then it is by definition a skill check.
Yeah.
No, but it's not like a DC necessarily because I don't want to give you like you either get nothing or nothing. I mean like.
We can figure it out. Things I want to bring this up to you anyway, but we can do
Alright.
it after.
All right, let me. I need to text somebody real quick.
How dare you texting people in the middle of your game?
Nope. I would not want to, even if I had his number.
That's fair. I would still be impressed.
having the president as a text, even an ex-president as a text buddy.
You're a rare breed. There's only so many of them.
There's one that's significantly less, but
There's one that's the correct choice.
Obama?
Yes.
Obama?
Well, because the rest are the Bushes and Trump.
Where's Clinton?
That's
Carter's
true.
alive still.
Is Carter
Yes.
still alive?
Yes.
I didn't realize that. was
He's in his late
I
90s.
saw a post where he was like riding on a plane and just went into all the seats and like giving everyone handshakes.
That's awesome.
Like if I was president,
It's like, just imagine if you could say you had President Carter's number.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people do. Like he helps build houses.
He really does like Habitat for Humanity. Very good.
Like I'm sure if you ask him, like, yo, can I get your number and text you? He'd be like, okay.
And then the Secret
Yes,
Service
you-
following him will then pull it out of your hand. You can't have that.
He'll give you 4 digits, but he thinks it's all
And then you'll get tackled by the Secret Service. No, you're
Down
not.
with
No, you get all 7, but you don't get area code. It's like, yep, this is my number. Okay, have a good day. Secret Service looks okay.
We are also in a weird conundrum because 2 people at the party rolled high enough to know the translation. Neither are here.
Well, text it to them and they'll tell us.
Yeah, I've texted to one and let me text it to the other one.
Evan?
Yes, it was
Yep.
Evan and Michael. They both rolled high enough during the event because I had you all roll at the end.
not mine.
Okay.
But you got a 20.
Vanya wins! You win D&D. Congratulations.
You did it.
And if they can recall
just
the
got-
translation, they can reverse it to give you the exact phonetic words.
In whatever language it's in.
Yep.
So it's a language they know then?
Kind of. It's a language they deciphered
Oh.
or recognized or something. They passed the intelligence check.
Okay.
They can tell you more.
So it's like
If
Latin.
they know what it is, can't they just tell us?
It-
Not here is the problem.
They can't give the agency as players for their characters.
They can tell the guards, though, what that
They
meant.
can tell the guards.
I mean, yes, they
It's
could.
important that they do, because the guards are
It's
here
up
and they'll...
to the car. It's up to the
Ask
character.
them if they want to
Yeah.
tell the guards, and retroactively they can have told the guards.
Yeah.
Can Michael and... Oh, fuck, I'm not sharing information.
Yeah.
Tanner shared information today. It was a good time.
Vanya gave a recap.
Michael did say, like, anyone can roleplay Sparky so long as we do the voice.
Okay,
so the translation is...
Yeah, so,
Hello!
hi.
Sparky's voice is not dissimilar from Blaze's. I'm scared.
As you guys have.
You roll the dice, you move that many amount of spaces. You roll the dice, move your mics.
I can only move 2 spaces.
Do I get to move? I get to 1.
Wait, reroll 1!
I get to move 3!
You guys put all you guys down. Why I'm waiting for responses. When you guys put all you guys down, you gave like opinions and stuff like that. Like I'm here because of this and now do that. If you had like just put your guys down, I actually had a thing where I'm going to make you roll a D8 and a D6, and you would move. I have a little chart here for D8, and I was just going to automatically move you guys. Like it's like, oh no, we're totally flanking that guy already. Like cool, D8, D6, and we'll see how far you move. And I would stop you at danger or person.
I mean,
Misunderstanding
what we
something.
should have done, knowing that there would have been there was going to be an immediate combat, is taken a picture. Because
Well, no, because we had already moved stuff off the table. As people died, you were taken off the table. So, like, we would have to take pictures during the battle.
yes, you would have known that that was going to be important. We would not have known.
Yeah, I was just focused on running the table.
That's fair. Foresight.
Maybe like on a post of very
Though
tiny
since
grid.
we know that we're fighting an undead cult now, maybe we should just start laying people down.
I would keep doing that.
I prefer letting people down.
Yeah.
I also like the rough terrain.
So yeah, we'll start laying people down when they're.
Look down.
That D4 landed upside down because it fell into the crack.
And that's why we don't like normal D4s anymore.
I wanted to
Pray.
say earlier, I love your
I got an
D4s.
anti-2.
Dude, I love
Sparky will
this
let you
brand.
get. Yeah. Sparky has volunteered because he's the first one to respond. Yes, he will share the translation.
The translation is...
The translation of the first part was those that will be risen. Repeated over and over again. Those that will be risen. The last thing that was said was Asodum, which was very close to the last word of the previous. Astodum. I will give you this now.
Oh, okay.
It translates to will rise. So it's actually a conjuncture change for the last word.
There.
Hmm?
I found those there, cult.
It's at this point Sparky is also given the okay to let you know this is an old common. So yes, like Latin. This is very, very old common. So if any of you had rolled high enough intelligence checks, you would just have figured it out.
It makes sense Darwin would know it.
Darwin is apparently like some timeless entity from the eons past who just kind of fell in
Yeah.
here.
Darwin's been
So
So then
Full
you turn on-
translation is those that will be risen will rise.
Yes, but those were
Parts of it were repeated.
those that will be risen. That part was repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated.
So any certain amount of times or just multiple?
No, just repeated a lot. I'm not putting significance on the amount of times. It was repeated a certain number of times. I'm not counting it because it's not important.
The amount wasn't important. It was
Yeah.
that
It was
it
repeated.
Yeah.
He's basically shouting, "Everyone undead, get up!"
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jerry.
The voice was interesting because you felt it more than heard it, and like think high
It's like,
bass boost.
It's like those bone conductivity earphones.
Mm-hmm.
Those exist.
They're really useful for blind people
Mhm.
because they can use the headphones. They can still hear everything because the headphones aren't actually canal. They're really cool.
Oh, the hearing aids.
No, they're like normal headphones that you would just listen to music with, but instead of going in your ear canal and just sending sound, it uses the bones in your ear to vibrate the sound into your brain.
I've not felt one, but probably. Though I was gonna go for more like bass booted, like super dude.
Well, yeah, but that's in your ribs. You don't get words out of your ribs. You get words out of your
This was like a whole body experience. It was like a waves of vibration that crossed the whole room.
Actually, you had two things that you like load music onto.
This is
It's
fantasy
two
stuff
things.
that's hard to
Two
describe.
things.
The
The vibrating
toothbrush.
toothbrush.
Oh god, I remember that. Yeah. Anyway, so you have Sparky speaks up and said like that. That's what this means. It means those that will be risen. Give
Those
me
that
my.
will be risen will rise.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's purple.
No, it's purple.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
It has the important plot color.
Purple's color.
All right, that's really concerning.
Yep.
At this point, we should get some real minds.
Someone divine, probably from a church.
I think that would be a good thing, and we should also let Cantus himself know. I will take care of that. I'll let you like in on a thing. He doesn't know who you guys are.
That's fair.
He's doing that as an elected official to basically a bunch of lucky civilians.
Let Cantus know.
Know him?
We do, yeah.
Alright, I'll write up an official report. He'll go through the channels, but if you can talk to him quicker, I would go ahead.
Probably, and he might have. But
Alright. Go ahead and do that. I'll put mine just through the standard official channels.
I was fully expecting this guy to be like, "Sure, yeah, you'll get in
sure,
touch."
you'll talk to Cantus.
7 hours later, he meets up with Cantus.
He saw a lot of dead bodies and a lot of like, it's like, oh, they survived this. They probably have an inn. He's a practical man.
At least Tanner doesn't, but I think somebody does. Obviously, thought somebody
Hmm?
did.
Not really. Most of you guys talking about pulling it out.
Okay,
We also had it hidden because we were doing
that's true.
shady
We
shit.
were
Yeah.
hiding it.
It was, yeah. Specifically now.
But yeah, you guys all have your guild seals and stuff, but that just denotes you as guild members.
Yeah.
Which,
So if you need in contact with us, called
Pac-Man.
alright, that was the name of the group we were given. I assume that was, they told us a little bird came.
I look at you. I look at Gunmar. I look at you. I look at Gunmar.
I know, you're one of the biggest birds I've ever seen.
He's got a point, but also I look
and
at
then
you, I
like
look at Gunmar.
Goat over here is just like, I saw an ostrich once.
Fuck, I am shorter than an ostrich.
I'm Bray is shorter than an ostrich. Ostriches
Gunmar's
are
like,
big.
"What's an ostrich?"
Ostriches are cute. Yeah.
Sparky's, it's like a wolf. What?
Like a
On 2 legs and a long neck.
Actually,
And a
starting point for an ostrich would be Squark.
It's like a squark.
But
So
side
there's
note,
a
I
method
actually
in
think
that.
you can wild shape into one.
Yes.
I think they are CR1s.
They don't have fly speed, so yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they 1? A constrictor strength is like 1/4.
Probably because they don't have good attack.
They probably have a talon attack of some kind.
Yeah.
What's the fucking very pretty bird that stomps the fuck out of snakes?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Capillaries?
No, Cassiopeas are raptors.
Those are assholes.
I know the one you're talking about. They're a type of heron.
Okay.
But yeah, they pick up snakes and just beat the fuck out of them.
10 out of 10.
But yeah,
There is not a stat block for maybe it's because I have a space at the end of it.
That's
but
the other thing. There might not be a stat block for Austin.
no, I don't think there is one. You know what you do? Go find an axe beak and take off his attack.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's just do that. 'Cause
I have an axe beak over there. Somewhere. I don't know.
We do not know ostrich currently. We're talking about someone possibly.
Secretary bird.
Yeah, Yes, I am.
Yes.
They look beautiful. They're very fancy.
Gorgeous.
Have you guys seen
They just fucking.
you know the Netflix show? Akira?
Yes.
Yeah. The secretary
Yep.
bird in that is a secretary
Yeah.
bird.
That's the joke.
An Axebeak is also a CR 1/4.
Huh?
So I think it like
You could just be an Axebeak.
yeah you could just be an Axebeak.
You know what-
Before
wait, what's the
Axebeaks
movement on
had
an
a
Axebeak?
coat.
50-foot move speed.
I was
And
gonna change it to 50 feet. Okay, yeah, you get the axe of the Axebeak gets changed to a talon attack, and you're an ostrich.
But it can fly, yeah.
No.
No,
No.
they like ostriches but their beak is an axe, hence Axebeak.
Welcome to animals.
Why can that move faster than a leopard or a lion or whatever I was?
He has long legs.
Fucking sprinting.
It's a lie. Okay, fair.
You got
Anyway.
long legs to keep track of when you're a lion.
We need to catalog all these individuals. It's good to know George Kaiser's here. He was wanted, so a couple of these men as well. These crates we're gonna put into evidence and take care of. Do you guys recognize anything in these crates?
I already mentioned the drugs.
I
First.
don't know. I don't recognize it. Do you know what kind it is?
A roo.
Apparently it's a druid thing.
Very strong. A lot of it.
Yep. It's also a sacred. I'm not sure if you remember
it's
this.
sacred.
It's a stupidly sacred plant.
They also shouldn't have it. I should give you or drop it off the Jewwood Guild, actually, now that I think about it.
This is the picture of the Axebeak from the Forgotten Realms wiki.
Yeah.
And it looks like a freaking tauntaun almost.
Get Tauntaun vibes from
Kind of
it.
looks like a chocobo.
Yeah.
Chocobo Tauntaun.
Would be an axe peak. Be a abomination. Would it be?
It's like,
I'm
look
pretty-
at this and say it's not an abomination.
Rate it in.
If this is a sacred plant to the Druidics, we need to get the circle involved almost immediately.
Right. We can stop by there on our way out while y'all are short catalog.
No, I'll send a runner myself. It's going to be important that we show forthcoming on this. Rochester Junkins. Not Junkins, God.
Jenkins!
Sorry, it's my stupid standard name, which is why his name is Jenkins. Rochester and,
Jenkins.
Chadwick.
Chadwick's good. Go over to the Circle of the Circle of Forestry Resources, get a couple druids down here. Tell them it has something to do with a plant called a ruru.
You want us to hang out? Because we have a druid.
That's nice. Actually, if you could talk to them and make sure, this would be helpful.
That's why I offered for us to.
No, tensions of, there's always been tensions.
Right.
So, actually, if you wouldn't mind speaking on behalf, that would be nice.
One more thing. That hole, the water, I'm pretty sure it runs like underneath the city. They were throwing things into it.
Could stuff one of us in a barrel and see where it goes.
I don't think there's
I
enough
don't
air in the barrel.
I think that's a smart.
Open it. Yeah.
I can go because I can breathe, except I'd be bashed against rocks and die.
I think that why they were moving a lot of this stuff. They were putting it in crates and putting the crates those waterproof, like really strong barrels, and then sending them down.
Alright.
I don't know where it comes out again, but
It's been a while, but it could go out anywhere. We'll talk to the city planners if they know the underground limestone tunnels. I know that it's a maze of some sort and that it's a death sentence practically, but if they were doing so reliably, that narrows down, I think. Or
they were just shipping so much quantity they were lost.
yeah, which means that this stuff is either really expensive or really wanted, or both.
I think it's both based on what they told us.
But yeah, no, we'll take a look at this. Do you want to show him, just so you remember? Do you want to show him the drawing? The drawing of the cubes, of the barrels.
Oh, the schematics?
Yeah.
I can share that. How they work, I guess. And it seems like whoever might have put them together wasn't happy that they were here and doing it.
Yeah, let me take a look. Wish. This actually looks important. Do you mind if I keep this?
Nah, it's fine.
I may have some of our guys back go and take this around the artisans around town, see if they can't find the actual guy who designed this under duress. Or see if some guy quickly left town sometime in the
If
past.
he did it under duress, they might.
Or paid to keep him. Yes, hopefully he's alive. Let's go with that idea.
Yeah. Can I get your name?
Oh, I'm Captain Ichabod.
Of course you
Instead of making up names, I'm just going through musicals.
I recommend like just.
Yeah, I should. I've been meaning to do it for ages.
Ichabod spelled.
But I spelled Ichabod.
Which is.
Fuck if I know.
I think it's ice.
Cool. That's how it is. I'm gonna go by your spelling on this one.
That's the right one.
Yes.
Right spelling for
Standard
The
one.
traditional spelling.
I don't know if there was in the U.S. Census. What was it? 43 different spellings of the name Unique. He's Sergeant Ichabod. Did I say Captain?
You
Yes.
did say that.
Sorry, he's Sergeant Ichabod.
Dang, I have to spell
Let's
Sergeant.
do SGT. Dot.
Yeah, SGT.
It's too late.
At the end, you could denote him as King's Guard. So he's not King's Arm, he's King's Guard.
Erase the entire note and start again.
It's a digital platform. You just erase it.
I did, but I
Huh.
still have to write it again.
Oh, I mean, at the end, you can just put like SG or KG for
But I'm
guard.
writing a whole note about what's happening.
Anyway, so yeah, he's King's Guard, not King's Arm. Just you keep that in mind, because Jenkins is King's Arm. He's the army. All right. Several minutes passed. I would say just general conversation, unless there's anything else you want to inform him about in the
No.
meantime. Cool. He has taken the journal.
We give him the. Oh god. The recap of how we found the guy to follow,
Oh, okay. So like starting from
starting in the bar.
cool with the squirrel and all that.
I mean, we overheard it.
We don't
He
do much
does-
detail, but
He
like,
doesn't need
that's-
to know that it was from a
we
squirrel.
found shady people at the bar. We listened to them
Yeah.
and we followed them here.
Okay.
One of them here.
The relevant information is that the Cantus Crew is doing business in that bar,
Got
which is important for them to know.
Given to the guards. And medics. That actually will help a lot. And diary. Yes, a couple minutes pass. Commandant Hastings shows up. She is dressed in her standard wear. Maybe a little disheveled and kind of tired, but not too tired. She probably just went to bed.
Howdy.
She's a halfling. Yep. There we go. Alright, Sergeant, fill me in. And she immediately just commands the situation. She walks in. Sergeant walks over. They talk for a minute, and she notices you all and gives you a nod as she's listening to him.
That whole subtlety plan.
Well, she's talking with Sergeant right now. She now comes over to all
Gotcha.
you guys. The sergeant is
No!
is supervising all the constables that are still here, who are now like all with pocketbooks and notes, all making notes and detailed notes of like this body is here, this far away from the wall, and this, and like this is how many crates.
They're taking the pictures, but there are no pictures.
Basically.
What they need is a way to capture minor illusions in something that keeps a way to preserve minor illusions. Basically, be pictures.
It would be really cool. I think one-offs of those would fit in my world quite well, but I want to make them like wealthy things, like
That could be a thing.
like the great wealthy of like this is an actual picture from the place,
Yeah.
and it's like 20 feet by 40 feet,
Yeah,
something
it's
like.
huge.
The poor, they get portrait wealthy. They get pictures.
Yep, that's how it works.
I mean, when cameras came out, that was how it worked.
Vinyl flooring was considered a new luxury feature on the Titanic.
Yep. Then it sank.
Yep.
That's why vinyl flooring is so cheap now.
I mean, the Washington Monument is topped with aluminum, not gold, because aluminum was more valuable. Because aluminum likes being other things, and beforehand, before you learned how to stop it being other things, it would just alloy with stuff in the ground.
No, and also it's just darn near impossible for it to not oxidize in the process of forging.
Yes. All of these things are.
Aluminum?
Yeah. Aluminum oxide is the thing.
I guess no. I've just always cast it. I've never even thought about forging it. It was a casting thing. Anyway, Commandant Hastings goes over to you guys. Good to see you again so soon. I see you've been busy from our talk this afternoon.
Yeah, we tried.
Yeah.
Well,
Technically, we infiltrated.
We did technically infiltrate. We technically got farther than
did somebody get away?
Yes.
one guy,
All right.
who was the one we followed down here. Vanya chased him. He said he dropped some sort of stone.
Down the hallway. They filled me in. They've looked at it. It's not going to be easy to get through it by physical means. We're bringing in some magic.
Honestly, he's probably long. However, all he knows is that we showed up. We claimed to be wanting to do business. Fight broke out.
You might be able to salvage that. A couple disguises or something. You might be able to do something. But their guard's going to be up.
Right.
How did you try to infiltrate it this time?
Bray doesn't.
I remember very well.
Sparky led this. Hang on, let me. Was that last session?
That was last session.
Sparky pretend to be higher up in their organization.
In a different
In a
organization.
different
We're
organization.
looking for work.
We pretended to be another group, coming to them for help with a bank heist.
Okay.
We
That's
stole the plan that the dragons made in the sewer because nobody knew about it, and that was our front. Is that we needed help make this work.
all right.
Was it the best plan? No, but it was our plan.
You might still be able to get away with it. If it's only one guy, he may not have heard everything.
Might not have, and on right afterwards there wasn't a lot of talking.
hmm
I'm more
I would avoid. I'm gonna say Sparky spoke about how he did it,
Yeah.
as well as Vanya did as well. I would avoid the frontal confrontation. Maybe something with subterfuge or something. Maybe find who they ask hiring from.
We can do
Awesome.
that. Told your sergeant. We found the place where they were doing business. Who knows if they're gonna.
Did you tell her about Roger? Or did you tell her that you had information in Leeds?
I don't think we've mentioned Roger to her.
I feel like you did, but I need to go back
We
and
might
listen to.
have.
I don't remember.
I think you did, from my memory. I want to say yes. Just like that, that's something you
We
could
might have mentioned offhandedly that like we know that we need to look for Roger.
I think that was about it as well.
Because
But it
that's
was-
about all we know.
Yeah. That's why I'm just gonna have to ask about it. Did you guys find Roger?
Not.
Alright. So good initiative nonetheless. This looked to be a nice opening. And this is further than we've ever come. We're gonna start checking out these old maintenance entrances though. We've steered clear of them for other reasons for a long time now. But if they're being turned into these kinds of openings, my cat out there being a cat.
Oh, I thought he was up the window.
We're gonna start doing a systematic search of all these ones that we know of. See if we can't find more stuff. But
Be careful.
yeah, if they're armed like this, we're gonna need some strike teams.
Well, they're armed like this, and then they come back as zombies.
Sergeant mentioned that, and the bodies around play towards your words. This is a sensitive issue. We don't really have combat priests this far north. They can prepare themselves in that manner, but for the most part, they come up here for theological seminars, teachings, and rotations.
Unfortunately, you have some help in that regard. Glance sideways at Gunmar.
I am a paladin, you understand, and I would be more than willing to help vindicate all the undead in this area. We might call upon you.
I know some level 16 adventure. How far is the water deep from here?
A different planet.
Please, those things. Blaze could get him here.
Maybe, but
The
no.
thing is,
See, the problem is they need to figure out how to send the letter to Blaze in the first place.
sending only has a 5% chance of failing across planes.
Anyway, I think the current goal here is to... Yeah. Sorry, what was my going off of it?
Gunmar is a paladin.
Yep. Paladins are rare, and just in general. A lot of them stick to major cities and are usually out on the road. The need for, glorified conquests is kind of few and far between nowadays, thankfully. But,
We might have an isolate.
very true. I can send for some help from one of the major cities, and to help with clearing out some more of this, but it will take some time before they arrive.
I just don't think.
Deer. Just in the lawn.
Go pet it.
Aww.
Hello, dear.
Go get her.
That's that asshole deer that's been eating my mom's plants.
Hi.
Oh, it licked,
Gage is actually gonna go pet it.
There
And
we
it's
go.
gone.
Hostas. All of my mom's
Now
hostas
just
has been
stand in
eaten.
the road, dear.
Oh.
Bye.
As long as my cat doesn't attack it, it's fine.
Just make a car honk at it.
Where's your car? Oh god, I could.
I didn't see that spot when I pulled up, so I just pulled in behind the Jeep. It's like way down there.
I don't even know the Jeep isn't over there anymore. That's the closest head.
Good talk, team.
We're doing great.
Is the deer still there?
No.
Nah, it
No,
We're just
left.
staring. We're
I
just
mean,
gawking.
it's not far. It walked away. It did not run.
Yeah,
It's at the
this-
intersection.
Hopefully nobody hits it.
The good news is everyone local here knows about the deer, so.
Everyone local here knows that all the deer are terrible. They also know that there are a lot of cats in the neighborhood.
Also, it's
Yeah,
it's-
deer have been eating my mom's hostas.
How dare it? Anyway, sorry.
She's actually really upset about it. When I've got green thumbs and hostas come up and all, he's gone! So, no, I'll send some letters out and notices, but it'll be a long time before we get some legitimate divine power up here in the form of paladins. I think some of the clerics can come in after the fact, but a number of them have taken vows of pacifism where they will not participate in battles per se. They'll clean up after the fact and help what's the opposite of desecrate?
Consecrate.
Consecrate the areas.
That might be the best option. Honestly, I have to just go in with people. Just be
Yep.
careful because it'll be 2 fights now.
Yeah, and who knows how big of the organization if this is. Is this half? Is it quarter? Is this a fifth?
Well, if the Cantus crew's been causing you as much trouble as it has part of the Cantus crew, my guess is it's much.
Thinking as well.
You know, they've been boasting their numbers.
They
Like,
were boosting.
No, either one that kind of works. Have we or they?
they've
We
been
know
hiring a
that-
lot more.
We know that recently,
You would not
new
have.
people came in.
Yeah.
But it was like it was 3 people.
The amount they have raised their numbers is an unknown answer or question. You don't know if they've grown or shrunk.
But the amount of activity seems to point to a larger group. Or the efficient small group.
It looks to be this is a smaller aspect of their whole group. It looks to be they have a compartmentalized system, so that if one part falls, the whole system still keeps going.
That makes sense.
I would do. Sorry, don't read into that. Anyway.
I mean, it's also what I would do.
That's what I would do. Looks for it. How do we get the drug? They must.
We're all secretly, individually part of the Cantus crew. All of our backstories are just secret agent.
One of us comes to light, and everyone else is like, "Wait, I thought I was the only one."
That's Act 2 of the
Wait,
campaign.
you mean everyone here is a double agent?
Yeah. The same organization. That's Act 2 of the campaign.
No, that does remind me of a drug bust done by the NYPD where they drug bust their own undercover individual because they weren't talking to each other.
Sounds about right. Be great for his cover.
So yeah, Cantus. Cantus is asleep.
Canada. We were gonna go talk to Cantus, let him know about everything.
I think that's important. I would wait till the morning though. Nothing really moves that man. But talk to physics as well, if you can. I would like his input.
He'll probably expect.
Did you actually join them, or is this the one where you pretended dogs?
Is this the one where one of you fell in the water or no?
You're all here.
Ah,
Okay.
Spark's here. Okay.
So either you didn't activate the bubble or you didn't need to.
Look at Spark's like, okay, good, you're alive. There's a 35% chance he'd die.
Fucking
Pretty
power
hard.
move on physics part. Just like anytime you could just say like, "Oh, you're alive." It's just like, oh.
I like to think
fuck.
every time we come back from a major battle, he looks at a different one of us and is like, ah, good to see you.
You're alive. I don't know this one.
No, the terrifying one is we come back from lunch and he does that.
Start questioning every egg sandwich you've ever had.
It was an ostrich egg, it was bad.
Oh.
No, it was an ostrich egg and freaking Sparky tried to eat the whole thing.
Shell and all, just unhinge his jaw.
Sparky chokes in the nostrils.
We are so much less focused with only 4 of us.
It's okay. I'm purposely trying not to get too far, but
Yeah.
while
Yeah,
some
yeah.
progress is made,
A little bit.
Hang
Not so
on.
much.
They need to know that that sentence exists.
No context.
I wanted to save
I
most of the
demand
roleplay
no
for when
context.
people were back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
But
We
yeah.
can finish this scene with Hastings and then go to bed and call it a session?
functionally, yeah.
We've got about half an hour left.
yeah.
So.
The druids will come later, actually, a bit. I can speak on that behalf. I understand about the Aruru stuff, if you don't mind.
We could do the druid stuff.
Oh yeah, if you, we can definitely do druid stuff.
Yeah, because that makes
But yeah. Oh, by the way, Hastings came with 3 members of the ACU. I'm sorry.
Sure,
The
yeah.
big.
The big guys.
Giant
Advanced Collections Unit. They're originally made to be.
Makes them sound like really good tax collectors.
Yeah, they were debt collectors, and they work for the tax department as well. But that's more of the historic role. You don't know any of this. Never mind. But yeah, they're just big beefy dudes as far as you guys are concerned.
I don't know if that's how physics is named.
Physics is spelled FYZZX.
Yes, I knew that. I knew that was wrong. Ray spelled PH.
Nope.
I missed at least one Z. There were no Z's.
FYZZX physics.
I know.
I was
It's like-
so proud when I came up with
I'm
that.
angry, but I agree with you.
You guys have Windex.
Windex is fucking great.
I just removed.
Windex has a
changed
Y
it
and an
out.
X. Yeah.
It's WYNDX.
I removed all the official
Windex
values
is a
and
shield
left the
guardian.
unofficial one.
His primary job is carry one of the bags of holding.
Two.
Two of the bags of holding. I still want a subplot of wait, has Windex had free will this whole time? That was not me.
Yeah. She came down with a couple of the people. Also, a couple of the miscellaneous people came in as well. All
Official
guards.
people.
Yeah, guards.
Yeah.
More guards came.
To just help catch.
Yep. Basically, this came like, oh, this is real. Okay, let's go. Like, this is like the biggest movement.
Actionable, yeah.
This is the biggest move on the Cantus crew they've ever had. So a lot of
You're
people.
welcome.
Yep.
It took us one night. We got a chair in an hour.
Constable Hastings.
Commandant.
Hastings is going to go over to a person that you recognize they have lieutenant stripes on, which puts him just below her. She goes talking with them, and the last thing to you is all like, all right, we're going to catalog and clean up here, make sure this is all good for the justices. If you could stick around for a little bit for the druids, but after that, we'll just get some statements, and you'll be free to go.
Do you want us to do statements while we're waiting?
That'd be good. We can have just recap what you did, who you talked to, and stuff like that.
That way we can get
Mm-hmm.
episode done.
We'll pair you up with a couple ones. Here, Richmond. You can go over here. Richmond, climb in a couple other ones. Yeah, over the next couple minutes while the druids are coming in, you all get talked to, you all get asked, like, what have you been doing tonight? What did you see when you came in? Any kind of like standard police questions. Just what
We'll
what
give
are
a
the beats?
statement.
Yeah, they are the standard beats. If you want to lie about anything or include anything, let me know now.
Well, I was a squirrel for most of the... No, just how you do.
I don't think to mention the squirrel.
If you want to mention it, he will just write it down like blank face.
It's just how it starts. I was a squirrel most of the night. That's just how it usually is, some different animal.
It's the opening of a movie. I was squirrel that night.
He's like doing it openly. He's like, you're reading the notes upside down. It just says started night as squirrel.
Today we learned Vanya can read upside down.
That's not our feet.
Some people really can't do it.
What roll? Insight? Investigation?
This would be perception actually.
Perception? Perfect. 19.
Yeah, easily done.
Those are words. I can read words.
Yep. But yeah, it's like he's writing anything you tell him at this statement. You want to, if you do a lie about something major, like I wasn't there or this guy wasn't there or something like that, I need a roll.
wasn't there.
You're the one that got it.
Did I see any features on the dude that ran?
You wanna recall
Details
features
of his
for him?
face.
Sure. Give me a. This is a recall history check.
He didn't have workings, or he was hiding them.
Yeah.
Just also to like, if they,
Like-
I don't know if they do sketch artist here.
To give any kind of element. Yeah. Go ahead.
And it-
Who else chased him? Okay.
Really chased him. The rest of you were kind of
We were a ways back.
about a half mile behind.
You can cast guidance on yourself. That's a thing you're allowed to do.
If I summon my constrictor snake, turn into a constrictor snake, can I talk to it?
Summon the staff
you
of
just
Python.
Yes.
Do you not have speak with him?
Darwin does.
I do, but I don't have it prepared.
Oh.
I have to do it as a ritual.
Darwin?
You have time. You could totally
Also,
do
isn't
it.
the Python is that not a once a day thing?
Oh,
I think it's just an action.
I thought I chased him down.
I think it is. It's an action until
I
it
was trying to
dies,
think of
and
if
then it
anyone-
stops being both a snake and a staff. That's one of the big things about staff and pythons. Snake dies, no staff.
Staff breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just like snake till it's almost dead. Staff,
Hang on, I
snake.
need to check the other eyewitness.
I'll have them retroactively, basically, decide things as well.
How has it? We chased them down this tunnel.
Half an hour, 45 minutes probably. This
I'm actually going to put it closer to about 45 minutes. Most of that being waiting. No, this conversation with the sergeant and Commandant Hastings has been a good 15 minutes.
Will not do that.
Would this have counted as a short rest?
If it was over an hour.
Right, okay. I just wanted to make... Well, because we did a bunch of searching and stuff.
Searching is long. Well, yeah. Searching can be very active.
Yeah.
In this particular case, this is very active searching. You're looking for hidden apartments and stuff like
It's important for us to know when and when does not, specifically for wild shape. And
That's, yeah.
for monkey.
I'm gonna put this on you guys, actually, because short rests are really important for the party.
Yeah.
I need you guys to declare I want to do a short rest.
Okay.
Cool.
So I'm gonna put, for that mechanic, I'm gonna put it on you guys.
That's fair. I really have short resty things, but I am you to other people.
So I let them know then, probably in 20 minutes if it remembers.
Okay.
Honestly,
You're talking to a constable. Just, okay, can
animal
do.
witnesses would be a thing in a world.
Oh, fuck
where
yeah.
it's- Yeah.
How reliable? Iffy.
We did
Yeah,
ask.
murder the dog when you commit crime.
We did ask the horse at that one farm.
We did. We did.
They have-
Information out of that.
They
we
just-
got actionable information out of talking to the horse.
They just have a different perspective, and sometimes,
We have to ask very specific questions and be able to interpret.
and it's really hard to ask them, like, intent questions, like, was he a bad guy, or was he a good guy, and just like, that's different standards.
But objective, what did look like? That would work.
Yep.
You know, with
Within reason.
yeah.
Especially with horses. Horses actually have weird eyesight. Once you get too close, like within like 4 feet, it's iffy.
Not to mention all the different colors that other animals see. Like snakes see all sorts of colors.
I asked him, did he looked like a man?
Yeah, pretty
Looked like
much.
a meal.
Yeah, that's... I would say you have insight on the thinkings of snakes, having talked to them before. It's gonna be a lot like that. He was person-sized.
Into a cloud.
Means your snake probably tasted him.
Oh,
I mean, it is doing bite attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, also just what is a
Blood
cloud?
was owned.
I love the idea that your snake can identify blood type.
It's a constrictor snake. 'Cause,
That'd be
like,
awesome.
what?
It's even better because it's a constrictor snake.
Can it?
No.
It's such a useless bit of information.
You don't know that.
We're gonna
I
find
could incorporate that.
Now that we've brought it up, Alex will incorporate it. It's the problem.
Everybody that gets the eye mark is basically O negative.
Oh no.
I can imagine we just find blood on a like in an alley somewhere. We just step in the python. Hey.
Do you mean positive plus?
No, I mean good.
It's actually O negative.
That means it's the cult.
That's the every blood it checks. It's just O negative.
It can't tell. That's the only blood type it
It
knows.
thinks it's no blood type.
Anyway.
You met one person that had O negative blood. It's like, hey, all blood tastes like that. So all blood's O negative.
I love how the snake knew that this guy had a.
You don't know what life it had before this. It's an old magical item. It was someone's.
And now it's ours.
So you actually went through 35 years of 3 different parties.
Dude, good on it for not letting it, like, on the adventuring parties, for not letting it die. Because, like, so many adventuring parties eventually get to that point of, like, summon the snake, we just need more action economy.
All 3 of those parties were super strapped for magic items. They weren't going to give
I
that away
actually
to one.
thought about that back another time this turn. I have to waste a turn summoning it.
The dogs that
Welcome
have
to
been
being a
Yeah.
magic user.
I got to use them in a legitimate combat situation. They didn't do anything, nor survive to take a turn. But it was combat.
You pulled a pair of mastiffs out of a world of useful items
As a distraction.
as a distraction.
No, they were going to attack.
As a distraction.
With how much health that thing had, that was as a distraction.
Against
Uh,
basically the worm from Dune.
I'm gonna pull up the picture real quick, but we can keep on with the game.
Anyway, yes, Druid
Oh,
things.
is it the Alaskan bullworm?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's fucking huge. Alright.
This picture has a person for scale.
We sent dogs to fight it. Just dogs.
Also a pair of lions.
Also some lions.
I got those
This
back.
was after it had killed, what, 3 dragons? 4 dragons?
3
4
dragons.
dragons, 2 adult red and 2 young red dragons.
The worm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it still had several hundred health
Our
left.
solution was dogs and lions.
Let's send Fido and Jeremy.
Go
Perfect.
Fido, go Simba, you got this.
That's how Mufasa died.
The fire elementals went well. They
Oh, yeah, we
survived.
also summoned elementals to fight it.
3 elementals, 2 fire and Rocky. So, it takes a couple minutes. You're doing statements and stuff like that. Other people are doing things. all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, people actually have been coming and going and coming and going.
Thaumaturgy!
Actually, remember these are portcullises.
Thaumaturgy!
Only if they're unlocked. Which I'm iffy about
People are
portcullises.
going in and out, that they're unlocked.
Yeah, no, they're just up. It's more like an on or off thing, not really a lock thing.
Well, then they're not locked.
Thaumaturgy!
It's fun.
I may make a ruling about that in a second. The point is, a dire wolf comes down.
Aw.
Sorry, not a dire wolf. That's
Just
way
a
too high.
regular
A regular wolf comes down. I have a dog of some kind over there. There's a blink dog, if you
It's
want.
the same size.
It's-
There's a dire wolf.
Oh.
It's the same size, no?
Mhm.
A dog.
I think
It would be. They're both medium
I think-
creatures.
No, I think that's small.
I think a cat is tiny and a blink dog is medium.
Yeah, there you go. Blink dog.
Cool. We can use that, but he does not stay a wolf for long. He goes to the center and goes up to Hastings.
Ah, dang. He could be your new guy.
Um,
Oh, I was gonna make it the yellow sash guy. That
That's
wasn't
fine.
Like,
I like him.
okay.
No, I like him.
really angry at him 2 days ago.
Oh, I was frustrated because I was painting yellow, and yellow is a frustrating color to paint.
I'm gonna add another one to the bar.
It's the right color.
Yeah, it just took 4 coats.
Yeah.
2 of those were with good paint.
It's okay. Mine also took forever to get down solid.
No, I get mad at things I paint, but I'm proud of them at the end. This guy, he's actually a dog still right now. He's looking up at Hastings. Hastings nods at... The dog's quite big. Hastings is decently short. They're about eye level. It is a wolf, after all. And, like, there's a couple, like, quiet nods, but nothing is said. The dog goes over to the Aruru and sniffs around and is investigating this. Like, jumps up on its hind legs to, like, smell into it and it's getting kind of a lay of the land, paces the perimeter a couple of times, goes back to Hastings.
They have the zoomies.
No, it
The
is...
pupper has the zoomies.
Some of you have
In
seen...
the water.
Darwin, you have seen actual wolves, like wild wolves. This is...
We've all seen them. We were attacked by them.
Oh yeah, you have. Sorry, I forgot you guys attacked. Well, this is the part I'm actually about to mention you might not have.
Okay, fair.
Wolves walk like animals. There's a slinkiness
Yes.
to it, a very intentionalness to it, and stuff like that. This is walking in a very
Bouncy way.
more stiff, more very regal, as though like
It's walking
intentional.
like a cat.
To a degree, yeah.
This
There's a
dog
very
is walking like a cat.
Yeah. It's much more put together, intentional walking. You can tell from
It's
its
walking
beat.
smarter.
hmm You can tell from its beats and steps that, like, you recognize almost immediately, like, that's a wild-shaped druid. The rest of you with decently high insight kind of pick up on it. Insight. Everyone but Gunmar.
Good job, Gunmar.
And Beck.
Oh no, Beck! Gunmar's like, that's a wolf. I know that one. That's a wolf. I
You
know
agree,
that.
it is a wolf.
Hi.
How wacky is its tail?
Not.
Tragic.
Like, down, stiff, in control.
It is a wolf so that it can smell things right now.
Mhm.
And probably because it was faster.
Both, yeah.
What's its movement speed?
A wolf, I think 40 or 50.
Should have been an Axby.
You did it wrong, man.
Well, it goes up to Hastings, and then you see what you've seen Vanya do many times. It transforms into a tall, half-elven man.
Stop. Is that a werewolf?
He is wearing long robes that, looking closely, this is leathered leaves. So you would know of this. It's a natural form of leather that you can make at a certain really big ponds. That it's similar to skin. You can leatherize it and make it tougher and durable by taking out all the chloroplast and replacing it with preservatives and other things. He does have a staff with him. It's gnawed, made of like burl wood, and comes to a point. And he has a small what's the Roman word for it? Those leaves?
Laurel?
Laurels, yes. But this one's living, made of living vine and other things. His hair is quite long, of a brown nature. His features give it a impression of maybe someone in his early 40s, but very young at heart, like no wrinkles, very smooth, fair skins. Very notably, though, he has a very stiff face. This is a man who's like you almost look at him and you get a sense like he would almost prefer to be an animal most of the time.
That's fair.
He like has a natural resting scowl. He's looking down. He's about 6'2". You could easily resting bitch face and just. He's not quite happy being a human and being in presence of other people right now. It's hard to tell why or reasons, and maybe Vanya can give details. But this is obviously a druid. Oh, he has a symbol around his neck. You recognize it. It's the crest of the Circular Forest.
He seem like arch-druid or just stronger than Vanya druid?
That is a tough call for you to make.
That's fair. Hey, Vanya, does he see him?
Vanya, you can make just a... If you want, you can do an insight roll to get an idea of how strong this guy is.
How important a person came down to see this? I'll go out. I'm guessing the rest of us can't even make the roll.
I don't want to just go like, oh yeah, they're the strong druid.
You can fully make that call.
Okay.
You've been told it's a strong druid.
Alright. I implicitly trust you.
You actually ask, come up to me and go like, how strong? If you ask, I will definitely do it. But just like off of me, I wouldn't.
That's fair. Vanya, is this?
What would I do?
It would be an insight check.
Insight.
Tam's genuinely curious, like, what level of druid did they send?
24.
You recognize him, not like recognize him, but you recognize the stature, the stance, and stuff like that. If in your circle, this would not be an archdruid, he would be one step below.
Oh, that's...
They have different names, different titles, sometimes no titles at all. Hierarchies are not something that are always set in stone in a circle. Sometimes they're purposely not set in stone. But you do recognize that he's not an archdruid, but he's a powerful druid.
Right, I would say closest you can get.
Without being one.
Alright.
You overhear him speaking to Kana. He's not necessarily hiding it per se, but he's just like...
They're having a conversation.
Yeah, the conversation is going along the lines of like, I have checked the material, your suspicions, and whoever told you so was correct. These plants...
Nudge Vanya.
These plants are highly sacred to our circle. Whoever took them has broken many of our laws and has treaded upon the treaties between our people. It's a very delicate situation. To start with, I'm going to have some druids and myself escort these plants back to their resting grounds and see. With some help, most of them I believe we can rebulb and we plant and have them be set again. The taking alone, though, is worthy of death on many, many grounds. I see that the people here have already been taken care of, gesturing the bodies.
To the bodies, yeah.
If there are any other members of this group, by our laws, they would all be considered guilty for taking these plants. Any you turn over to us, we will see favorably. But we also understand the circumstances that you might need to take them through your courts as well. I hope in the future, as you capture them, that we may come to arrangement among them all. Do know that from now on, though, the Circle would like to be informed. Hastings just goes, understand.
This is all happening at like 1. It's awesome.
We'll have a couple guards posted here until your operatives come, and we will relinquish the material itself. If I could have a couple signed affidavits that you verified what the material was, the amount and such, that would be a great help to us. If there's anything else my men can do with the material, please let us know. We're at your command.
If you have any questions for us, we find it and identify.
For the first time, the druid looks over to you all and just does you all like a quick scan of just...
Scans, stops dead on Vanya.
He does notice Vanya and he switches to druidic. Fellow plant walker. There's different words for it, but I'm...
Fair.
Yep. It is good to see one of another circle here so far north. We do not get many visitors.
The land down under.
Checks notes, practically.
Kori na Karam. Which is my druid circle.
I am from Togarth Volath. I'm making that up right now, but there's an actual name. You actually guys know it. He's speaking... That would be the one words you guys recognize.
Yeah, it's like hearing somebody's name while they're speaking Spanish.
You would know it as it's the northern forest, but it's the druidic northern, then northern forest.
Right.
So it comes out as northern furthest.
Yeah.
River Avon.
Yep. The River Avon.
We've gone over this before.
Yep. It's one of those situations. He does not say northern. He just says northern forest in full Druidic, but you recognize it. Our circle here has been maintaining these lands and mountains for millennia. Our relationship with the Empire itself has been a tense one. But we have seen mutual benefits on both sides, so we would like to continue it, if at all possible. If you come from... No, sorry, he doesn't say that. He goes, knowing your area, I apologize for the hardships that you must have gone through. I hope you lost no one close, but if you did, you have my condolences. While you're in town, it would be my honor to have you, to sit with you and speak at some time. I'm the representative of the local circle. And if possible, if you would like, I can even teach you, or show you our sanctuary and show you our Archdruid as well. I'm sure she would love to speak with you as well. We're quite far from the Heartfire War, from when it started and when it ended. There was not much we could do, or felt we should do. We would love to have your input about the situation.
It was before my time, but I know many I have been planning to come to the Druid Circle. Been very busy 2 days.
Looking around, understandable. This
Also,
is...
the Druid Circle. Other 6 people I hang out with.
As long as you can vouch for your friends, they may come with you. Maybe not to the inner sanctums, but at least to the village itself. That being said, please, anytime you wish, my door is always open at the circle. I am the liaison, functionally. My apartment and abode is actually in the circle building, where we maintain the Great Oak. That...
Ask his name.
Oh,
Atlet.
In case there's like a hidden queue.
Look, knowing how Alex has been spelling his name.
That retcon, just like, I am Von Tribe's name. Instead
Yep.
of just saying my tribe.
Well, he's like, my door is always open. Come to my apartment. Doesn't know his name.
Can I talk
wait,
to
apartment/office.
Yeah.
Not like, not,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is not
yeah.
creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
that,
not
like,
as
yo,
not as
Yeah, no, it's
Can
just
I
like
talk to your leader? And it's like, okay. It's just like, do you know their name? Like, just the one in charge.
the one that lives here.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. I am second of the leaf, Quentin Alonis.
Oh, that's first name.
Second of the leaf.
Elonus or Alonis?
Alonis.
So, A-L.
I'm guessing it's because he's second.
You would know this terminology as a old style. The Heartfire War changed a lot of things, including because of the militarist aspect that happened. Hierarchies are more common, if not still not fully strictly forced to the south. This far north, it's much more traditional, the old ways. You can think of the tribe as a branch, and as the leaves go up, you can be a stem, which means you take a trade. You can be a leaf, which means you're an individual that has a title, or you can be the tree, which is the
Forestry resource?
Circular Forestry Resources. I already had to say the full name. So he's second in command, but he could be one of many second in commands. I'm thinking of as multiple VPs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, burning,
That's actually much appreciated. For now, we need to get it out of here, and we'll bring it back to our circle. We'll prepare it for shipment over the next couple of days. You and your people, gesturing to your party, not your tribe in this particular case. But still, all in Druidic.
All in Druidic. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just asking
No.
spelling and stuff.
Makes
This
perfect
is
sense.
important for us to know.
Mm-hmm. Naturally, if you are members of the guild, with you as a representative, we would love to have you as an escort. Now that we cannot fully trust that no people will know. Sorry, I'm not saying this right. He's expecting that the knowledge of this is going to be leaked. There's a lot of people here.
Uh-huh.
This is important
It was
and
a big
expensive.
event, yeah.
I cannot trust that the journey will be a safe one, and so some extra help would be quite appreciated.
Oh, if only we were members of the guild.
Oh, he noticed through guild badges. I'm assuming
Oh,
some of
okay.
you had him out. And even if not, you're a group in of itself, and the druids, whatever.
The way he phrased that, I was like, if only Gunmar and Sparky were here, because they're always the ones who just whip out the badges.
This was a full-on of, like-
strong adventuring party
If only.
with between 6 and 8 people.
You get the sense that the druids tolerate the systems of the government
Yeah.
in a very strong sense. So if you were members of the guild, cool. If not, still fine. They don't care.
Government kind of sucks.
The guild opens doors for us to do them things.
But
Anyway, sorry.
even if you weren't part of the guild, you could probably have taken this. As long as you prove, he's looking around like, you did a good job here. You have a druid. That speaks a lot.
Bonnie just hates all of us.
I'm a fucking animal. Whenever I talk about Vanya's future with Bull, I give her the most evil future.
Yes!
Like, straight up, she will have the ability one day in my heart
Like poison ivy level evil.
to turn people into trees. One of my main goals is when I get like extreme level, go up to the king, tree, just walk out.
Just instead of
Awesome.
flesh to stone, flesh to wood.
Flush the tree.
I mean, yeah, we could reflavor
Sorry,
it.
you guys can finish your conversation.
Actually, that was about it. And he goes,
Someone please
I hope
put
to
that
see you
quote-
soon.
quote in the Discord with no context.
he then goes back over to Hastings.
What?
They start talking
That
logistics and
I'm
stuff.
an animal.
You guys are now basically free to leave. You've given your statements, and the druid is here to take control of the Aruru.
I think we just go rest.
Do they? You know that he just said like an escort would be appreciated.
Oh, do you need an adventuring party to escort these items?
Actually, we would be honored if you would help us with that task.
Right
I
now?
kind of is at your service.
I will.
Vowed, is that a good thing? Did
I will
guys
send you a
vow?
letter. Sorry, I will send you a message of some form. Probably in about a week's time, maybe a little bit longer. We'll address what we can salvage out of them at our place. Sorry, at the headquarters first, and then we will transplant them back.
Save the plants, then move them.
You can contact us through the guild or
We're at the
stay at the
lodge.
lodge.
This is good to know.
Or through or
Need be, yeah,
Cantus.
if need be, also Cantus has a direct line.
That is also
We're
good to
the
know.
important ones that Cantus know.
We see him pretty often.
We're seeing him tomorrow morning because we have to tell him about this.
This is good to know.
We're gonna talk to him.
Cantus has been quite sort of adaptive. Like he has done. His relationship has
He's got
been-
the minority vote.
kind of he has been instrumental in rekindling an already tense relationship. So his involvement has been much appreciated and reciprocated in multiple ways. It's good to see you are friends with him.
We're gonna talk to Hastings.
Understandable.
It's been a time.
A guy has just handed her a flask of coffee.
Tanner will also drink from his flask of coffee. Tanner has to roll now for his coffee.
I let Sparky know.
Tanner's coffee doesn't run out.
Sparky is the leader. Yes.
Wait, what?
He's like, hey, heads up. I just signed this contract on us, just on behalf.
Wait, what? You did what?
It's in a weak tide. It's fine. We just gotta.
Alright.
3-week trick, real quick, no problem.
But yeah,
Hey.
if you guys, no, Cantus, that's good. I will probably speak to him sometime tomorrow.
Sergeant Ichabod said y'all would send him official channels, but
Sergeant will send his reports will go to me. I will meet with Cantus sometime tomorrow.
we're gonna go probably talk to him in physics.
Go right ahead. It would be nice if some of the context is given before I meet with him.
Just again, yeah, because we were the ones.
My talks with him would mostly be logistics and mostly be logistics and further how we are going to progress with this investigation, as well as building the judicial case against any members of the Cantus crew we take alive. As well, now that with the involvement with the druids,
If you can take any of them.
yes, and I will speak to him about getting some clerics hopefully on the team, and making a team, and other things, and lots of work.
You talk to Sparky, but be able to be the team.
More of a legal, logistical
Right.
team.
No, we're not good at that. Please don't put us in a courtroom.
No worries.
I had no intention to. Just looks you dead in the eyes, like.
Nope. I was going to say, Tanner did omit in his statement, and he mentioned vibration.
Okay.
Like, obviously the shadows happened and the
The
skeletons and stuff.
vibe. Go ahead and give me a deception roll.
Okay.
Just
Maybe.
that kind of environmental effect, I think, would be fairly common mention among the rest of you. It was an unusual thing, that vibrating kind of wave, and it came with the voices. So
Yeah, he would have needed the sonic net.
Mhm.
But obviously scanting, and there were shadowy skeleton things.
Perfectly fine. What you get?
What is my deception?
Very much so. He doesn't blink an eye. I'm on getting that from you.
Cool.
But yeah, you guys are free to head out to the lodge, get some sleep, and see Cantus in the morning.
I think that's the plan.
And there,
That's-
unless
yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's
a
where
good-
we're gonna go.
It's
Yep.
time, and that's a good spot for
I'm
us to
actually
make
glad we got a
some-
whole session out of that because
D&D sleep is full health.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
full